Mic is on.
M&R's going live later today too.
We is live. So what's going on, everybody? It's Garrett and Jhae. You can't see us.
What's up?
We're on the sides, but this is the most optimal kind of positioning we could figure out for these cave sections of the MOC. So you can see we got a lot of ground section to work with, which is nice because we're going to be covering this thing up with some cool scenes from Crait. So it's been a little while, guys, but we're glad to be here and building. It's been a while since we've streamed. It's been a really long time since you and I have both streamed. So
it has been a while, yeah.
It's nice to finally be back.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this day. I guess it's been like 2 weeks, really. Make sure, let us know if y'all can hear us all right and everything. Make sure, if the stream is not up to snuff, feel free to yell at us.
Yeah, let us know.
What's up? It's me, Minecraft and more.
Fresh off his hiatus.
Hey, yo, boyos. What's up, Rogue Rebel? I like that name.
What's up, Grand Bricks?
Rogue Rebel. Rebel without a cause.
Holy crap. It's me. What did you do? You deleted message. He said, hello, my boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You should not have been...
Nightbot?
Nightbot's off to a bad start. Yeah, sorry about that. It's me.
Thank you, the Gonk Droid. It'll be...
With that Lego Gamer 5502. What's up, Screaming Seagull? No big deal, homie. We just started.
Screaming Seagull.
Steven Seagull. Oh, one more thing. So I kind of messed this up, but the wall should be one more like stud, and I built it up to like I didn't make it go in far enough. It doesn't look fine because it's at the very bottom, but you can see like wherever the big wall where the rocks are,
yeah,
it's one more stud in from where like.
Oh, so it needs to go in one more stud?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess so. It matches up because you did do it 2 studs in on that side.
No, it's the same on both sides.
Oh, okay. Well, then then we can roll with that.
I mean, just have it be like flush with the mountains.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
You see what? Yeah. All right, cool. What's going on, Storm Thought?
Storm Thought.
And I only call you that because he commented with Storm Thought has arrived.
Carriers arrived. Yeah, sorry. Your view of this stream today is going to be of our hands and also of a bunch of filler brick.
Okay, we have the most beautiful hands in the
business.
business.
Filler brick. We used to be hand models. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Yeah, we did.
Before we found our true calling.
In the Lego world.
Rebel Lug is streaming, but they kind of don't read chat. So, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them read a comment in the chat.
I didn't even know Rebel
Shout
Lug
out to Rebel
streamed.
Lug to be calling. I wanted to see your beautiful faces. Well, you got our Instagrams. I think I have one picture of my face on Instagram. So
there's one picture of mine. I'm posing with my ATM6.
Yeah, there you go. What's up, N13? It's your boy. Do you have those like miscellaneous gray slopes anywhere? Because there was a lot of toothpick ones.
Yeah, I think that's this.
I can use those for this error over here.
Bro, them slopes is too thick. What's going on, Commander Creed? And then, of course, we got the cheese boys.
Cheesy boys.
Says, what are you guys planning for the back of the wall? Well, this is pretty much the extent of the back of the wall. It'll kind of be... The caves will essentially slope upwards towards it. says, when did you meet Brickvault? You two like good friends. I've talked to those guys before, obviously with like arranging the stuff for them to sell my walker. But the first time I met them was at Legoland Star Wars Days this past weekend. It's funny because Garrett and I were both at Star Wars Days last year, and apparently they were there as well, but because they recorded a video, but we like totally missed them. It's Me says, I'm finishing up my new channel for Lego, so if you ever see Thorny Bricks, I'm going to assume that says Thorny, on here, that's me. Alright, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I was about to say.
Garrett, have you watched the Godfather trilogy? I've only ever seen parts of Part 3, but I'm told that it's not really worth seeing, so I haven't.
Dude, don't say that to John Cena.
What, does he like the Godfather Part 3?
He's like sent me the IMDb rankings, and apparently the first Godfather is like their best movie of all time. Oh,
I love the Godfather and the Godfather Part 2. Those are amazing movies.
Oh, you've actually seen those?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying you've only seen parts of
No, I should clarify. No, I've seen 1 and 2. I've seen them multiple times. I love those movies. They're fantastic.
Okay.
I've never seen Part 3 except for parts of it.
Gotcha.
And since it doesn't have a good reputation, I've never bothered to go watch it.
Rogue Rebel wants to know, what are your guys' views on Indiana Jones? I love Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
I've actually never seen Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I like Indiana Jones. I like those movies a lot. They're really good. Jhae should see them sometime. There's a whole list of movies Jalen needs to watch that we're gonna watch together.
Make me.
I've always had this idea for a video series to do on YouTube. It comes in handy since Jalen's like movie gaps are like I fill in a lot of his movie gaps pretty well.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
and
stuff.
I fill in yours.
And like, there's stuff that I haven't seen that he has seen.
Like Small Soldiers.
I've seen Small Soldiers.
But you haven't appreciated Small Soldiers.
Well, what do you think of this, guys? The title of it would be, let me type it in because it's really clever. It would be called Movie Buffs, but the S is in parentheses.
Oh.
So it's like really just one movie buff, but potentially a second movie buff. Once it'd be like, so anytime it's like, so say it, Lord of the Rings trilogy, it'd be like, we'd start the video, we'd talk about it, I would mention how I've seen it, stuff, it'd be before we watch it, and then we'd go and watch all of it together and then film like our thoughts afterwards. But yeah, that's my idea. I don't know, it's not really Lego related, so I don't know.
Maybe you'll hate it.
I'll make a third YouTube channel called Garrett Movies.
Grand Brick says, what do you think of the Lego Movie 2 trailer?
It looks really good.
I loved what they're going for. I don't know why someone told me that like this one was going to be a musical, which really annoyed me because I was like, I do not want to see that. But I love the post-apocalyptic nature of it. I think it's hilarious.
I think there will be musical parts in it. I saw like a synopsis that said like they go on like a musical adventure or something like that. So
I don't want to see that. I don't like musicals.
Austin, you want to come over?
The only musical I liked was, what's that one movie called? Where they do all the acapella stuff. Oh, Garrett, you should know this.
What?
Where they do all the acapella. It's like they're in college and they're an acapella group.
It's a movie or a TV show?
No, it's a movie. Someone will know.
I have no idea. An acapella group?
Pitch Perfect, that's it.
Oh. You should have said the all-girls one, then I would have guessed.
How many acapella movies are there?
Probably just that one.
Are you so male-centric that you didn't even consider that girls can be in a movie, Garrett? Wow.
I didn't.
Wow.
Well, Catherine Kennedy has been up, so. We'll talk. This is the Catherine Kennedy stream today.
Dude, Catherine Kennedy's ruining Star Wars.
High School Musical wasn't acapella Zandy Boy, alright? Get it correct.
It was not acapella.
I don't know why my first thought was Jersey Boys.
What the heck is that?
You never heard of Jersey Boys?
No.
It's like really old.
It's certainly no Pitch Perfect.
I'm sorry, Ernie Slam Jams.
Garrett, you just disappointed everyone.
Fire Kathleen Kennedy.
I don't know who this
Galactic
Kathleen
Bricks.
girl is, but Catherine Kennedy is my worst enemy. That was supposed to run. Catherine Kennedy. Rogue Rebel says, Garrett, did you like Solo?
Yes.
You like Solo.
Yes.
I like Solo.
I like Solo. But when I start expanding on my opinions is where I think most people will probably be like, so you didn't like it. But no, I liked it. It was very safe. It was very average. The action sequences... The action sequences I thought were all pretty boring. Except for a couple. There were some weird decisions. But overall, I liked the movie, but it's incredibly forgettable. It's the most forgettable Star Wars movie ever made. What do you think of the AT hauler? Well, you'll have to catch my review coming out in August for that one. I have a mock planned for I'm going to use the AT hauler. But, I mean, the set looked kind of goofy when I first saw it. It's probably one of those things I need to see built before I can really kind of have an opinion on it. Oh, tell them I said happy birthday, Austin. I kind of agree with Austin, although I wouldn't go all the way to say it's trash.
I think it's...
Austin,
I don't think it's a poorly constructed movie.
No, it's a good movie. What Austin said was, he said it's trash because it was forgettable. Decent movie, but since it was Star Wars, it makes it worse.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. But I hate being a contrarian that like doesn't like something just because other people like it. But I do find it annoying how much the Star Wars fandom has like latched onto this movie, because it's the epitome of playing it safe. It's like the safe prequel that's just about an already established character. It's a prequel that ultimately doesn't really matter for the whole like the saga and the universe. It's just so.
It's a very basic movie.
It is incredibly basic.
Stormy says, can we all agree that Kessel Run was an amazing scene? To my shock, the Kessel Run is my favorite sequence of the movie.
I would probably agree with that. And this does not include the whole uprising stuff. Jay and I talked about this. I don't care for any of that. But
yeah,
the actual like flying through the vortexes and stuff, that I loved all that. That was all great. It was awesome seeing Han Solo fly around doing awesome things in the Millennium Falcon. Like, I think that's what you want when you watch Han Solo do stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, that was great, and I was surprised. I was thinking it would be like the whole third act, and I was happy that it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was quick, concise. I mean that whole was like probably like 6 minutes. Like, it's not very long.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
All right, see you, Marty. I mean, you could just tell your friend to watch the stream with you, but I guess if you don't like us that much, you don't have to.
Yeah. The actor of Han was also really good. I thought Alden Ehrenreich he was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. I thought he did a great job. I totally bought him in the role.
Yeah, I loved Aaron Aldenreich. That was done on purpose.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I didn't, because I was thinking maybe I said it wrong and you were correcting me.
Oh, no. Aaron Aldenreich.
But yeah, no, it's just, it was so whatever.
Zandy Boy says, did everyone notice how convenient it was that everyone in the movie had a ship?
Han didn't have a ship earlier on. That would have been really convenient for him.
I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but it did annoy me that, like, apparently Beckett had this ship that we never saw that he was just going to leave Severine on.
Oh, yeah. Where was that?
Exactly. I was just like, where is this ship? How did he get the ship?
Yeah, I thought he was just wandering off into the wastes, like, to find a ride somewhere.
I mean, he was like, I don't know. I got the impression that he's supposed to have had a ship.
Yeah, I think the Kessel run itself was probably my favorite scene. I liked some of the very end. I didn't like all of it. I didn't really care for the dagger fight in the throne room.
Bro, you weren't a fan of Terrace Kasai?
Terrakasi.
Kasai.
I really did not like Enfys Nest at all.
Bro, stop hating on Enfys.
Enfys Nest was incredibly lame.
No, she was not.
And that whole sequence with her was so lame.
No.
What's up,
you
Eric?
have no heart.
That boy Eric. What's up, bro? It's good to see you, man. No, neither of us have any Clone Army customs. Jalen does have a minifigs for you fig, though.
Yes, I do.
The
Stormy
dagger
says, "Don't hate on my babe." Exactly.
So Galactic says, "Oh yeah, no, Kira was so lame." Oh wait, no, we're still talking about Enfys Nest. Enfys Nest was so lame.
No,
Kira was also really lame.
Bro, why are you talking down on Enfys?
Enfys Nest was so just.
Enfys Nest was freaking cool.
She was cool.
Nest was a better character than Boba Fett.
She was cool when she was just like this marauder that was like trying to kill them. I was like, oh, that's awesome. She was like dodging laser blasts and had like a staff that was like super powerful and stuff. But then,
why is she less cool because she has a personality?
No, it's not because she has a personality. It's because of her role in the story, like her being a freedom fighter and stuff. Now might be my own fault for going into the movie with this notion, but I wanted like nothing to do with the rebellion or anything even remotely towards that in the movie. Because I knew that it would involve Han in it in some way. And to me, it's like, it cheapens his eventual, like, rising to help the rebellion later on. And the fact that Enfys Nest and her little crew was like a little proto-rebellion, and they were like, we're going to fight and get so we got to stop he was like, why are you doing this? Like, oh, we have to fight for freedom and stuff. And I was just like, ugh.
Wow.
And the fact that Han ended up helping them and stuff, like, I would have loved to see Han like double-cross them and take the coaxium. Then I would have been like, oh, Enfys Nest was fine because she got outschooled by Han, but
that's not Han though.
It would be though.
No, it's not.
That's pre-Death Star Han Solo Han.
No, it is not.
Yeah,
dude. Okay, no, I could see like DJ doing that, not Han though. Han in the original, Han wouldn't have sold Luke and Obi-Wan out. Like, if he had to...
No, he wouldn't have sold them out. And I'm not saying he sells Enfys Nest out. I'm saying, like, they help each other out, but in the end, like, he swindles the coaxium away from her.
And he just becomes, like, a millionaire?
He goes and sells it off. I mean, he doesn't get all of it, but he gets enough to, like, to where he didn't, like, give up making money on the job. Because that's what he really
money on the job. She gives him, like, part of it whenever he leaves. That's
he got a little bit.
That's how he buys in and gets the Falcon at the end.
But still.
I do also get the impression he felt like she probably would have like taken it from him anyways. I don't think like
guys, Kira is not Rey's mom.
She is. Every female in Star Wars is Rey's mom, Garrett.
That's their own fault for casting a brown-haired, brown-eyed white girl. Like, everyone was gonna start guessing. It's Rey's mom.
This is one of the things I loved about The Last Jedi. I thought that this was shifting us into a positive direction where we didn't assume everyone was related to someone just because they somewhat looked alike. But, hold on. Enthred said something intelligent, I think. He says, one thing that annoyed me was the end when Han and Kira said they needed the jewels to buy a ship while they stood alone in Dryden's ship. I think... Well, yeah, that was weird, but I don't think it would have been the best idea for them to just take his ship. Like, they wanted to fly under the radar. Like, surely Dryden died, but obviously, at that point, he was...
I mean, there would be people that would come after that.
Exactly, yeah. Kira would have, like, led Han to believe, like, oh, he works for someone, and, like, that person is probably still out there. I don't get the impression they would have wanted to keep that. I don't think he wanted anything to do with that ship. They would have just deserted that thing. My question would be, where the heck was everyone on that ship? Did he just, like, tell everyone to get out before they went to Savareen?
It's like Jabba's sail barge. It's like you just have people, like, crashing. There's, like, another floor underneath where they did that fight where everyone was sleeping all, like, in a row with each other.
Just all, like a sleepover with your cousins at Grandma's. You're a furry, and that's the only time I'll ever say that. Says Luke and Leia being related is still stupid. That was dumb. That was dumb. I was talking to someone about kind of the same idea, like, oh, we need to stop making people be related in Star Wars. And I was just like, George Lucas wrote himself into this hole whenever he made Leia and Luke be related for some reason.
And they did that with Rey, and everyone had a conniption about it.
Exactly. Hey, what's going on, Thorny Bricks Boyo? I appreciate the fact that Boyo was in your name. Oblivious Stormtrooper says, just got out of middle school. Nice. You're on summer. High school, here I come. High school, here I come. I'll be around for a lot of the more streams now. Now that you're done with finals and all the other crap. I'm glad to hear that, because we were totally about to like make your sig fig dead in the mock. We just assumed you weren't coming around anymore. But now, we'll throw him in the back of the tank. And if you come around a little bit more, he may make it out into the battlefield.
Do I think Enfys Nest is Beckett's daughter?
Oh my god.
I'm going to say... I'm going to go with no.
Can we... That is... I think that's the thing I hate the most about Star Wars. The fact that everyone has to be related.
The thing I hate about Star Wars is...
Other than the prequels.
Yeah. Rogue Rebel is asking, did you like Beckett, Jhae?
I love Beckett.
Yeah, Beckett was my favorite new character.
I like Beckett more than any... Beckett's my favorite new Star Wars spin-off character. I'll put him above anyone in Rogue One. Actually, I may throw Krennic above him. I'll say probably Krennic and then Beckett.
Krennic, I think, would still go for it. Krennic was so great. Yeah, Austin, that was actually what I was going to say.
The fan, yeah.
I decided not to, but I guess it's out there now.
I didn't like Lando nearly as much the second time around. He's just... Young Lando is just kind of whatever to me now. I didn't love him to begin with. But
I don't think he had like enough to do to really...
Right, yeah, he was just
kind of there.
He was just there to lend his ship, basically.
Yeah. Which is fine. He didn't need to have a bigger role, but...
Right,
yeah. Childish Landino does a good Lando impression, and he looks the part.
Did you just call him Childish Landino?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it sounded like you were reading something at first, and I realized you were actually, like, forming a thought.
No. I think he looks the part really well, and so that part of it is what's good about his role. Like, he played a young Lando really well. But other than that, it's like, the character didn't really bring much.
Enthrid says, did you think the heavy tie was pointless? It didn't do anything that the normal tie couldn't do. I thought it was pointless. Like, the tie strikers made sense. Because, we never seen, like, original trilogy TIE fighters doing much in atmospheric conditions, so I can buy that. I can even buy interceptors just being, a more elite class of a space vessel. However, it is very obvious that the only reason the TIE RB was just to be a new TIE fighter.
I mean, I think the point of it was because for that scene they needed a clear leader TIE fighter, because that's the last one Han outsmarts, and it was better than the other ones.
What's the point though? It's not that substantive of it. It wasn't like that. There's like a character in there, and you need it to be able to distinguish them.
Well, no, but you had to distinguish the TIE fighter was clearly the leader of the TIE fighter that was chasing them.
But if that TIE fighter's not going to do anything unique, then why have it be distinguished?
It doesn't have to do anything unique. It just has to be indicated that that's like the boss. That's like he beat all the other TIE fighters, but there's still one chasing him, and so he has to do like the super crazy maneuver to finally get that one. Like that TIE fighter is clearly like the leader of the bunch that was chasing him, right?
I don't think that added anything to the scene. I don't think I perceived that scene any differently because that TIE fighter was different.
I don't know.
Oh my god, Thorny Bricks, chill out, homie.
That's the reason why, anyway, I guess. I mean, people pretty much know my stance on, like, new troopers and new TIEs and stuff. I'm all on board.
Yeah.
I don't really need lore justifications or anything. Like, it's a new TIE because the graphic designers on the game were like, or not the game, the people doing the special effects for Solo were like, hey, let's do this cool TIE fighter. It's got a gun on the side. All right, let's do it. Like that's fine to me.
That is funny how like you and I fall on like complete opposite sides of that because I hate that.
It would be boring if we just saw the same stormtroopers and TIE fighters for every movie. Like
you know how you fix that?
Obviously they can do different movies in different eras, and that would be the right choice to do. But they're not doing that. So
I've seen enough of the Empire. They didn't have to be. The Empire really didn't have to be in this movie like at all. Other than maybe the beginning, like at the checkpoint, there didn't need to be like the scene where the TIE fighters show up.
Yeah, they could have had someone else chasing through the gas, but I mean,
it could have been Enfys Nest.
It's a Star Wars movie, Jalen. Are you gonna not put TIE fighters in your Star Wars movie?
That's a good point. because that TIE brute was so memorable. Austin says the troops on the train were awesome. You and Austin share a lot of the same opinions. I don't... Those train boys were so forgettable.
Blame George Lucas for making 400 different clone variants in Episode 3.
I blame George Lucas for a lot of things.
He set a precedent.
George Lucas ruined my childhood.
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta look at a picture of the inside.
Yeah, no, those troopers look cool. Like, I'm all on board with new troopers and stuff. Like, I want to see new stuff.
They need to stop. Things are getting out of hand.
Yeah, Solo, meh. Good, but meh. Yeah, I didn't really care about L3. I would put K2SO over L3 as well. I didn't really care much for L3.
I love... All the spin-off movies have to have this, like, outspoken droid, which I find kind of
Quirky
funny.
droid character.
When, like, the most... Like, the best droids are always the subtle ones, you know? Like, I'd say BB-8 and R2 are far better droids
BB-8's much more enjoyable to watch than L3 or K2SO.
Exactly, yeah, because it's... I don't know. Like I said, I think the novelty of, like, a quirky droid is kind of wearing off.
Yeah, Rogue Rebel says, I wish some of the people would have made it longer in the movie. I was kind of disappointed. On that, there was, like... One other thing that kind of made me, like, kind of... It took me out of the movie in a way, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but the way that... There was a lot of characters that we meet, and characters just kind of drop off, either dying or not really being in the movie much.
That's the thing, like... The characters in Rogue One make it through the whole movie,
yeah,
and they're not very memorable. But, like, I liked Rio the time we get to spend with him. I liked Val a lot. And just die.
I don't really care. I couldn't
You didn't
care
like
about
Rio?
I liked Rio because he was voiced by Jon Favreau, and I liked Val because it was played by, what's her name? That's why
Thandie
I liked
Newton.
Thandie Newton. Love me some Thandie Newton.
I liked Rio.
Westworld.
And he's like, she's like, Val is like, you know, obviously he's, you know, trying to get a girl. And then Rio's like, ooh, tell us about the girl. Does she have sharp teeth?
Well, hopefully Lego makes some of them. Well, we're for sure getting Rio in the AT Hauler set.
Honestly, I want to see... You know what they need to explain? Because everything in Star Wars has to be explained. They now are forced to show us a Minot roast on Ardinia.
That's what the next spin-off's going to be about. They left this plot hole.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what's a Minot roast? What is involved in a Minot roast? How do you cook a Minot?
Exactly, yeah. No, they need to explain
Do Minot live throughout the galaxy, or do they just live inside giant worms? You know? I feel like we need a movie to fill up this plot hole.
Yeah.
Because the universe isn't... The Star Wars universe just doesn't make sense until this, you know, is filled up.
Nothing's going to make me happier than seeing a Minot reference in another Star Wars movie.
What do you think of Star Wars and the Wreck-It Ralph trailer? Well, first off...
I didn't see that trailer.
I thought the Wreck-It Ralph trailer was so stupid. Like...
Aw, that's disappointing.
I liked the first Wreck-It Ralph movie, okay?
I love the
whatever.
first one.
It was a good movie. But, like, this trailer was so, like... Normally, I'm okay... Like, I when people will bring up, like, oh, this movie is clearly just, like, a product that's meant to push, like, brands and stuff, or, like, to pander or whatever. Kind of like Ready Player One, you know?
Right, yeah.
Things like that. I'm never on board. Or like the Lego movie, you know? I'm like, no, the product kind of placement is secondary, and you can still make a good movie kind of behind it.
Uh-huh.
But with Wreck-It Ralph 2, that trailer was so just like, look at us, we're Disney, and like, there's like, oh, look at the World Wide Web and all this stuff, and it's like, look, there's YouTube. I was just like, oh my gosh, I have no desire to see that movie whatsoever. It was I would go so far as to say it was insulting.
Ouch.
So, no, I didn't like seeing Star Wars in that because that was stupid.
Wow. Gary, you have no respect for Wreck-It Ralph.
It is literally Disney Fest, the movie. It was so, like, pardon my language, but it was just, like, Disney just, like, jerking
Threw
itself.
up.
Yeah,
They
that's
puked
a better way to put it.
Jeez, Garrett. Watch your mouth.
Predictions for Episode 9 title. It's going to be called Star Wars Episode 9, the last Kathleen Kennedy produced Star Wars movie.
Wow. Star Wars Episode 9, The First Sith.
Star Wars Episode 9, The Return of Maul.
Oh no!
He's gonna come back with a cyborg chest hole where Obi-Wan sliced him.
I'm telling you, the perfect way to redeem Maul is to bring him back as a pair of legs with like he won't even have a torso. It'll just be a pair of legs with like artificial intelligence that like runs his brain, and he communicates through like a loudspeaker.
Maybe in Episode 9, L3 will they'll get L3 out of the Millennium Falcon.
They'll like put her knowledge into an actual droid. Again.
Knowledge, yeah.
Knowledge.
I want the Han and Chewie shower scene to be made into a set. If not, I will trash all of my Lego and start collecting Pogs. I agree with Commander Creed.
I get the impression that there's probably going to be a shower inside that new hauler set. That's all. The interior is just a shower.
That would actually be pretty great. I saw someone did a mock of that scene and it was pretty good. Episode 9, Lando is in the sequel trilogy finally. Why do we need to see freaking Lando? I don't care.
Garrett, we need to see everything we've ever heard about before.
Do we have to have these old crusty people throughout the entire sequel trilogy?
Yes. You saw how people reacted for Darth Maul, Garrett. That's your favorite character.
Why can't we just have new crap in my space movies?
You're sounding unappreciative. You're sounding like a separatist.
I guess Star Wars fans have kind of made me reflect on my own fandom a bit.
You sound very unappreciative, Garrett.
I love Star Wars, don't get me wrong, but...
You need to be more appreciative of Master Obi-Wan's teachings.
But... Star Wars fans are kind of crazy. You dig?
You dig.
Garrett is an old man. I'm like my dad. My dad is the kind of person that doesn't like Empire Strikes Back because it wasn't like perfectly like it doesn't sync up kind of with Episode 4 in ways. I don't know. He has his whole arguments. He's like old school hardcore, like nerd about it. Like episode
he doesn't
like
like
Darth Vader
Vader.
shouldn't. He doesn't think Vader should have been Luke's father.
I mean,
it wasn't written that way at first, which he's right about, but. I mean, I think it elevates the characters.
I don't think it was written... I don't get the impression that movie was written with sequels in mind, honestly.
The first Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. It wasn't. They had no idea what they made.
Right,
Like, they had no idea. They thought they made this goofy little sci-fi movie, you know? The actors are going to move on after that. Hopefully, like, get some notice. They just wanted to be noticed a little bit.
Right.
The 70s was kind of rife for movies like that. Specifically sci-fi movies. There's a lot of obscure sci-fi movies that were like that, but it took off. Lady Proxima is Rey's mom. I believe it. Star Wars has jumped the shark. Jeez, Snoke is Rey's mom.
Schnook.
It was Schnook.
Schnook.
Lando and L3 are the parents of Rey. That's why she's able to understand BB-8 right off the bat. She's half droid.
She's half droid.
Can we talk about Lando and L3 and how unnecessary all of that was?
I thought you liked that.
I mean...
I feel like they're trying to make Lando a lot more eccentric than he should be.
Yeah. So, okay, I guess we can talk about Lando a little bit. So... Before the movie came out, there was like I'm assuming you saw those articles, Jhae, where it was like Lando is pansexual. I think it's like like one of the writers or something said that. And like,
it was actually
it
was Lawrence Kasdan's son,
John Kasdan, who was like a co-writer, I guess. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. You know, it's like I was actually thinking like, will we see anything in the movie that kind of shows that in a way? And it of course didn't really, but the whole droid thing, it was so, I don't know. It was like they wanted to be adventurous with him, but still play it safe.
Yeah.
It's like, let's make Lando this kind of out there guy, a little more worldly, I guess. You know, a little more open. But it's still gonna be a lady droid. We're not gonna make Lando have a case of. He's not gonna have a case of the gays. That was like their. I don't know. And the droid L3 is just so like.
Go ahead and say it. I've seen people call her L3 SJW.
L3.
I'm just like, okay.
I have nothing against SJWs.
There's no room for SJWs in Star Wars.
But
the same way there's no... Well, never mind. I'm not going to go there.
Jay doesn't love every Star Wars movie. Stormy, what you talking about?
I want to assume he's being sarcastic.
To be fair, it's not a guy or a girl, it's a droid. I mean, you're technically correct, but it's voiced by a girl and is clearly modeled after, like, a female figure. L3 is a girl. Just like you wouldn't describe C-3PO as an it. You would say C-3PO is a he.
Yeah. I don't know. What's his name? Plinkett described C-3PO as a gay robot.
That's true. That was our first gay character.
Yeah. No, Darth... Well, never mind.
Speaking of Lando and L3 trying to do it, according to Stormy, I do have to give Solo props for not being so sterile. That was like one thing I really liked about the movie. If there's any small children in the chat, close your ears real quick.
Can you pass me the cheese slips on the other side?
I'm going to talk about some stuff.
Lego Gamer 5502 says Finn will be with Ray or else. He better be.
I will be so... Well, they either need to end up together or neither of them end up with anyone. It'd be like a tragic. Yeah. It'd be like a tragic kind of ending, you know. But yeah, like Solo, Star Wars Episode 5, you have like characters that flirt with each other, and Han makes innuendo jokes and stuff. And you're like, oh, these are like real human beings acting like real human beings. And then you didn't really get any of that in Jedi much, just because there wasn't a whole lot of character moments in that movie aside from Luke and Vader. And then the prequels show up, and it's like no one acts like a human being. They're like no one is married. Anakin and Padme get married in like this in the most just like storybook way ever. It's like a Shakespeare story.
So I was watching episode 2 the other day, and at the end of it, like they just like Obi-Wan, because they're all talking to each other, you know, and Obi-Wan's like, you know, do you think that Dooku has a point with saying that, you know, the Sith control the Senate? And he's like, and then Yoda's just like, oh, the Sith rely on like building mistrust. And they're like, oh, but we'll have to keep our eyes open. And then at the end of that conversation, Obi-Wan mentions, oh, Padme went back to like Naboo with Anakin, and it's just like, okay, why? Why are they allowed to do that? And then they're getting married, because why not? Galactic Brick says, I bet Lando wouldn't mind marrying Lady Proxima.
Who wouldn't, though? Am I right?
Bro, more like Lady Baskima. Beatty Proxima.
Lando and Lady Proxima are Rey's parents. I'd be okay if Lando was Rey's dad. Just because it wouldn't make any sense.
What's going on forever, Lego Studios?
Dude, I bet you Lando is Finn's dad.
Oh yeah, that's already confirmed.
Yeah. He and Mace Windu like went to Kamino and had a clone made of like both of their DNA.
Right. Don't forget about Wilro Hood. I think he was there.
No, Wilro Hood was that guy that Han talks to on the planet where they go and fuel the coaxium.
Oh yeah, where he was like, I did the Kessel Run in however long.
That guy.
12 parsecs.
I don't know if you saw. I think it might have been on Google, but someone posted like.
Oh, did someone actually?
So someone posted just that on there, and then someone commented, and they're like, "Yeah, he has more important things to do," and he posted a picture of Wilro Hood
making ice cream.
Wilro Hood.
I'm so Wilro Hood.
Sorry, cool Jesus. We're here, I promise. Can you pass me the one by... Well, I guess I can just use these.
Boy. Yeah, there's some 1x1s. Oh, you got some.
Yeah, I got a handful of 1x1s.
Ezra and Thrawn are Rey's parents. Don't forget about the
Can't wait
space...
till the new Ezra show.
Don't forget about the, what was it? Space cow? That had to be involved somewhere.
Oh,
no,
space whales.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave Filoni.
Fave Filoni.
What does he do these
According
things?
to the concept book, the Rock Han threw a Millennium Falcon shaped hole in the window. Oh, that's cool, I guess.
I have no issue with that. I mean, whatever. Star Wars is just whatever now, so I mean.
I don't think I like Star Wars anymore. I think after this mock, I'm done with Star Wars. I have a contractual obligation to keep building, but after this, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing Avengers mocks. I think I'll have a lot more fun with that. You know what's interesting about the Marvel Cinematic Universe fandom? They haven't bullied any of their actors off social media yet.
Wow.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Borgullet, A Star Wars Story.
Hey Jay, did you miss me in your streams because I'm back? Of course, Extreme Star Wars Nerd. What would one of these streams be without Extreme Star Wars Nerd? Rogue Rebel says, I wish R2 had a bigger part in The Last Jedi.
Why?
I can't say I was watching that movie and at any point was like, man, where's R2?
Zandy Boy keeps asking what happened to Miss Kennedy this time. Nothing happened to Kathleen Kennedy. There's rumors that she's going to be stepping down.
There's rumblings?
There are rumblings in the court. Which, if she's the one that's made Solo come out in May, she deserves to get canned, so... I'm on board with that.
How would you feel if they kicked her out but brought in Dave Filoni?
I guess my laugh shouldn't give up.
Yeah, guys, so we're going to go ahead and make a Bosk movie and a Ahsoka movie, and...
We would get an Ahsoka trilogy.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, she would not die.
Yeah, she would still not die.
Ugh. Who is she? Kathleen Kennedy is the president of Lucasfilm.
I don't know who this Kathleen Kennedy is, but Catherine Kennedy. She's...
Only 2 scenes with R2. But R2-D2 is like in 6 other movies.
Yeah. I was impressed that they gave him as much to do as they did, to be quite honest.
He got a little scene with Luke. Like, I feel like Star Wars fans have this idea that every character needs 2 hours of screen time.
Yeah.
And like, R2-D2, what is R2-D2's character arc? He doesn't have one. Because he's a droid. He's a piece of machinery. But he's like, R2-D2's more like a dog. He's like, okay, so if you have a movie and you have a dog character, the dog doesn't say anything because it's a dog. But the dog will do stuff. It might have a good scene where it saves someone or something. And like, clearly the people, like, they love their dog. But it's just a dog.
Wow.
R2-D2 is just a droid. He's not like he's not like Rey or Luke who are on this journey of self-discovery. He's just a droid. And
Stormy Brick says...
We don't need him to have more scenes.
Dave Baloney. I think. No, he says Babe Baloney. Babe Filoni.
Babe Borgullet Filoni. Chewie doesn't say much. He doesn't need to say much. We don't know what he's saying. Droids are people too, Garrett. They aren't people.
Says Jay, please. I need vid ideas, and also I know you're It's Me Minecraft. Do a kissing prank. Those are really popular.
Ahsoka would have died, but he promised Ashley Eckstein that she would be in season 4 alive, so Well, that's a dumb reason to bring a character back just because you promise their actors steady work.
I wouldn't have been happy if the way he ended that Vader battle was Ahsoka's official death. It didn't seem conclusive enough for me.
I mean, but like her role, what else is her role in the story at this point?
I would prefer it if they just gave her an actual death, like have Darth Vader chop her down.
Oh, well, yeah. I thought you just said...
No, I'm saying the way they had it in, I would have been upset if like that was like her official death.
I gotcha. Yeah, but I mean, it's like...
Yeah, no problem, Henry.
I guess they're constrained by the fact it's a kids show. Somewhat.
Are you kidding, dude?
I don't know.
Do you remember a character by the name of Pon Krell?
That was the Clone Wars. That was a different era. That was before Disney.
Okay. I mean, Kanan had a pretty conclusive death.
Yeah. But it wasn't like... He didn't get cut down by a bad guy that we knew wasn't going to get his comeuppance in this show, you know?
Right, but like it was very obvious. It wasn't. They weren't like hiding behind the idea that he died. Like it was obviously like this guy died.
They killed Kanan Garrett. Yes, I know. But
Kanan was Garrett's favorite character.
I actually liked Kanan.
I like Kanan a lot too.
He was probably my favorite character in the show. I liked him and Hera. I think were probably my two favorite characters in Rebels. I didn't care about Ezra really.
My favorite character in Rebels was that RA7 droid that has the musical number at the end of the Space Whales episode.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
There's like an RA7 droid and he talks like this, and they like I forget what happens, but he ends up floating in space and he like starts singing.
I do not remember that at all.
Guys, what's his name? What's the name of the RA7 droid from Rebels? Says, what would you give Rebels out of 10? I would give Rebels a solid 6.5 out of 10.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It was enjoyable for the most part. I'll say
85.
Rebels,
that's right. And third, of course.
Rebels was what it was, you know.
Hey, what's going on, Fizzivs?
Wait, I thought her name was Catheter Kennedy.
Oh my god. Cadillac Kennedy.
Cadillac Conniption.
Ring of Catherine Kennedy.
Oh. And Clone Wars out of 10? Okay, if I gave Rebels a 7 out of 10, then I would give Clone Wars like a 7.75 out of 10. 7 to Rebels, 7.75 to Clone Wars. Maybe even an 8.
I'd give Clone Wars a 7.5 if I give Rebels a 6.5.
Clone Wars is good, but I feel like people forget there's a lot of
people forget all the just fluff. There's so much fluff in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, there's more fluff. There's more filler and fluff in the Clone Wars than there is in Rebels.
Yeah, like I've been trying to watch them so I can know what the heck people are talking about when they mention random Clone Wars planets, and I'm just like, that episode did nothing for me.
Most of the episodes did nothing for me, really.
There's
some really great episodes in there, but
I feel like it's just too freaking long. Like, why did so much stuff happen between episodes 2 and 3?
Clone Wars felt more disorganized compared to Rebels. Yeah, and like that's not necessarily a problem for Clone Wars because it doesn't have like an overarching story. It's just like different stories taking place in the Clone Wars. But it's just the quality for Clone Wars is just all over the place. It's like you go from this great story arc of like, I don't know, like, I mean, the one you and I watched the other day, I thought was a pretty good little episode.
Yeah, and then you go to the little Rats Tyrell people.
Yeah, and it's just like,
what?
Why?
So Garrett and Jhae, what do you give the old Clone Wars series from 2003 and 2005? So the 2005 one, that wasn't 2005, was it? Clone Wars was like 2008, I thought.
The Tartarovsky
one.
one.
Yeah.
He's talking about the Tartarovsky one.
Why did I say 03 and 05? Like they're two different things.
I don't know. Did it go on that long?
It definitely did not. Anyways.
I mean, there was like 2 seasons of it, kinda, because there was like 5-minute shorts that were like in between.
Yeah,
shows.
They did do that. Yeah.
And so I think they did like I think it might have gone on for like 2-ish years. Guys, if we make fun of L3 too much, I think the actor who plays her might delete her Instagram. No, because we're talking about the character, not the actress. I don't even know the actress's name that played L3.
It's
And she did a fine job. Like, she didn't do anything wrong.
She acted better than anyone in the prequels. That's for sure.
If she was in the prequel movies, we would be talking about how she was the best actress we've ever seen in a Star Wars movie. Have I mentioned the prequels are garbage? That one's garbage.
He says disorganized as in chronologically.
Oh yeah, there are weird episodes. There's episodes that are like out of order and stuff.
Yeah.
It never really bothered me too much.
Oh yeah, so apparently the Tartakovsky series went on for 3 years. All right.
Wow, I would not have guessed that.
Me
I would have
neither.
guessed 2 years. Because there's 2 distinct like parts to it. Ewan McGregor and Samuel L. Jackson are great in the prequels. Wrong.
Samuel L. Jackson is awful.
Samuel L. Jackson was terrible in those movies. The oppression of the Sith will never return. Ewan McGregor was serviceable. He was best in episode 3.
Episode... Oh my... Don't even...
Episode 2, Obi-Wan was not great. I mean, his acting was fine, but...
He's like the worst character. Like, the way people look at Holdo and how, like, mean she was, that's how I look at episode 2 Obi-Wan. Like, people are mad at how she talks down. People are mad at how she talks down to Poe. Like, have you listened to the way Obi-Wan talked down to Anakin? High life.
Hondo Onaka. He's a great character.
I like Hondo. It's the only good thing Dave Filoni has contributed to the Star Wars universe.
Oh.
Okay, I won't be that.
Come on. Overall, I give Dave Filoni a positive rating. Like, he's done some good stuff. He just has some issues he needs to work on.
He has no self-restraint. It's just like, he'll do, like, anything he thinks is remotely cool, he'll just do it. Like, without regard. And he tramples over, like, previous stories for his own, like, it's getting out of hand.
He doesn't know how to stay his lane. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, Rebels tried too hard to be, like, more important than it really should have been. So, Inthert's... Okay, so this is about the prequels. Inthert says, I really like the look of Phantom Menace. Like, it has the right aesthetic with the practical sets and ships. It's the story and acting that let it down. I actually sort of agree with you, because whenever I rank the prequels, I usually give Episode 1 some props. I even flirt with putting it over Episode 3.
It's the closest thing to classic Star Wars we've
had. It is. Like, in the it's... In terms of visually, especially, and a lot of other kind of, like, stuff, it's just much more in line with the original trilogy than the rest of the prequels are.
Lego Gamer 5502 says Rebels was important, confirmed. Forever Lego Studios wants to know how your shuttle is
coming along. I'm waiting in orders to arrive. I might have some more orders I need to place. Probably won't get in all the orders for Brickworld.
B-dubs.
For B-dubs Chicago, but I have something else I'll bring, so I won't be mockless. I would hate for Rebel Lug to give me space at their table and me just show up and be like, I didn't really...
I remember my first con, I didn't really show up without a mock, but...
You tried to show up with a mock.
Exactly, and it got destroyed. And the people at the table were pretty irked. They were like, why did you take up all this space you didn't end up using? I was like, guys, sorry.
I didn't mean it.
Trayden Caswell says, hey Garrett, I've subscribed to your channel. What's your plan for future videos? Garrett actually has a lot of kissing pranks planned.
Well, you're still going to see that video of me trying to hit on girls using Kylo Ren quotes.
Oh, you actually want to do that?
Oh, yeah, that'll come at some point. Well, probably not. But
we got Kathleen Kennedy in the chat. She says, so I hear people hate me.
I've always been on board the Kathleen Kennedy train.
I like Kathleen Kennedy more than I like George Lucas.
Yeah. I feel like she gets Star Wars. Like, if she and I talked about Star Wars, we'd probably more or less agree.
Yeah. What are the reversers?
However, I don't know how much... I mean, I'm sure she's a big part of it. I don't really agree with the the whole spin-off obsession, and if that's her doing, then I don't like her for that.
Why did they... I think one of the biggest missteps were announcing all of these trilogies they plan on doing
they think it's like...
without a clear plan, it seems.
They're already treating it like Marvel, you know? And it's like... That was always where this was going to go, you know? Because Marvel prints money. And they ain't going to print money like they want with only one Star Wars movie a year. But Star Wars just isn't at that point yet.
Hey, what's going on? Brick it, please.
Brick it, please.
I'll never miss an opportunity to say that.
Brick it, please. I love brick it. I love brick it.
Brick, please.
Brick, please.
Shout out to the Voltexes. They so cute.
Stormy timed out Kathleen and said,
What'd she
"This
say?
is for putting gals in the new movies."
Wow. Storm thought.
We'll
Show some
those,
restraint.
dude. If there's one thing I hate about Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie, it's how many women are in them.
I don't understand why so many girls have to be in Star Wars. Like, there weren't this many girls before. Why are there so many girls now?
Why can't we just have guys in Star Wars?
Star Wars was much better when it was just all guys. It doesn't make sense. Like, the problem with having girls in Star Wars is, like, they're all Mary Sues. I like my Star Wars better when it's guys, because they aren't Mary Sues.
Yeah.
Zandy Boy says, "Is the Padme apartment still intact?" No, it is not.
Rest in peace.
Kathleen Kennedy says, "Forgive me for my stupidity."
Oh, it's okay, Kathleen. I mean, even the most simple-minded of folks knew that releasing Solo in May, so shortly after The Last Jedi, was a bad idea, but, you know, we all make mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. If you can tell me who sings that, I'll give you $10, Garrett.
That's,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's like a Disney star or someone, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that Hannah Montana?
Yeah, that's Hannah Montana.
Okay, I was about to say.
Bro, you need to know your Hannah Montana lore.
Behind Star Wars, Hannah Montana is my favorite universe.
Have you heard the song Hannah Montana by the Migos?
No, I have not.
You really haven't?
I've not, no.
I
mean, I might have heard it on the radio, but...
It goes, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana. I got Molly, I got White. I don't know what he said after that. Rogue Rebel says, "Garrett, sing Hannah Montana."
Cause it's the best of both worlds.
Is that her theme song?
Bring it out, take it slow, and we'll rock out the show. That's all I know.
Best of both worlds.
Cause you know that it's the best of both worlds.
Lego Gamer 5502 says, "Kathleen, put Ahsoka in Star Wars movies." That's what we need.
That's what will save, dude, mark my words. That's what will save Star Wars.
I know a lot about Star Wars.
Get Ashley Eckstein to play her again.
I don't care about no Ashcroft, Eggworld,
Eccleston.
I don't care about Ashcroft Einstein. Cause it's the best of both worlds.
We're doing Cool Jesus says we're doing requests. Cold like Hoth, please.
Hey.
Cold like Hoth.
I got Brickwiest to actually play that on his stream the other day. It was a great time.
Wow. I'm sad I missed that stream. I was at work.
And we rock out the show, cause it's the best of both worlds. Yo, Hannah Montana kind of went hard.
I was a big Hannah Montana fan.
Were you really, or are you just saying that?
I'm just joshing you, bro.
Bro, don't be joshing me.
If I'm being real with you for a second.
I'm not lying. This is totally me when I'm joshing you. Oh, I'm sorry. This is definitely
This
me?
is definitely me when I'm joshing you.
And we rock out the show, cause it's the...
Brickfiesta Please says, Jhae, I'm having a hard time figuring out video ideas related to Lego. Any ideas?
I'm telling you guys, kissing pranks are on the rage right now. If you want an actual answer, I don't know. Mocks are always something to do that you can really hone your specific interests into. Maybe start with set reviews. If you, I mean, clearly, I'm going to assume you have Lego sets, so maybe that'll work.
Yeah, set reviews are always a solid way of kind of getting your voice heard, you know?
Yeah. You can always break stuff, too.
Yeah, drop test.
That's a safe thing to do.
Podcasts are the new rage. Do a podcast.
Insert says, mind talking through what you're working on right now? Of course it's the case, but I'd be interested to know some more specifics. So, Garrett, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. So, alright, let me stand up. I'm going to kind of point out stuff. I can't really see, so I don't know where we are.
They can see you.
Okay, yeah. Alright. So, you can kind of see these areas here where like there's like these colorful bricks kind of loosely outlined. You can see the same on Jay's side as well. But that's kind of a loose outline of where the caves are going to kind of start coming up. These squares here on both sides. So this here, and then Jalen, if you want to kind of like...
I've started like a hall on this side.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. But yeah, those are going to be kind of just rooms in the base. Like on that side, it's going to be specifically the one where Leia and them are sitting around. This side's going to be mostly cameo kind of stuff. We'll have some little fun tidbits in here. But yeah, and then this is kind of, there's going to be pillars kind of going up like here, and then one right there, and you'll see it kind of all come together. We're in very rudimentary stages right now.
It's nice not having to think real hard about this.
Yeah, I guess there's a couple things to keep in mind. Like on my side, right here, there's going to be a tunnel that like kind of goes diagonally and comes out here. We were going to have like some, I don't know what the plan was, but I remember we were both excited about this tunnel here.
Yeah.
It does something. We're going to have guys running through it. And then, yeah, there'll be some stuff. Oh, I guess the other thing to think about is we need like a little entryway to what would be like what would go to the tunnels for the trenches.
We do need that. I'm thinking, I don't know if you want to do...
Should it be like in the build, like the rooms, like there's like a door and it goes...
Yeah, because the way I've kind of built mine is there's this like tunnel. You can kind of see it. It kind of goes through there. And I built it to where it curves around so I don't have to do too much. But you can see the idea is like, maybe it comes through there.
Okay.
So you could look and maybe do something like that.
So on yours, are you doing like basically an entrance kind of to the room and then also like outside of the room?
So this will actually be covered. The main entrance to the room is going to be over here. I just haven't built the outside yet. But from the room, like I'm looking at the scene, there's like basically a little doorway on this side. And in our mock canon, this will be the door that takes you to that side. Okay. So I can maybe even throw some troops like running in through here.
All right, cool. You're doing yours like this is ground level, like the dark gray plate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why this is all covered in dark gray.
Yeah.
And you rock out the show, 'cause it's the best. Why am I singing Hannah Montana?
Vader needs to kill more Jedi. He hasn't killed a single Jedi in the movies except Obi-Wan, and Episode 3 doesn't count. He was still Anakin. He definitely was Darth Vader in Episode 3, so...
Lord Vader.
We got to see our awesome villain Darth Vader killing a bunch of babies, so...
Bro, we got to see him wipe out Viceroy Gunray. That's all I need to see.
Viceroy Gunray. Be mad at George Lucas for that. That's his fault.
Insert says, gotcha. I figured that's what you were doing. I'm interested to see how well the roof holds. The walls will be pretty thin if your outline has anything to go by. So the walls will be thicker than this outline indicates. The outline was really just to give us an idea of where the walls would be.
Yeah.
But there's going to be basically filler going all the way up over here, and then on this side as well, and it'll kind of meet at the top.
Hopefully it's pretty pretty sturdy. The rooms have like just walls, right? Like are the rooms carved out of the rock, or are they like rooms kind of?
I mean, I've kind of done mine look like rock texture. You don't have to go like all in with slopes, but some here or there I think would look good.
Okay, because I guess
I wouldn't have it just be straight like gray.
I just can't really remember if they like those rooms are carved into the rock at all, or if it's like
it looks. Hold on, there's actually that's something to consider. I'm trying to see I think just to be consistent, I would have some sort of slopes on the walls. Yeah, though. Oh, God, move. You can see the walls look like rocks.
Oh, okay. That's inside that room.
Yeah.
I see.
Trading says, "Hey Jhae, how happy would you be if Lego released a May the 4th promo fig of Jin with a new hairpiece?" That's my ideal May the 4th figure, because Jin has not been.
Kira gets 2 hairpieces and Jin gets 1 wrong one. Like, come on.
Ugh.
There's just no respect for Jin Urso.
I do find it funny that there's a Qui-Gon Jin and a Jin Urso, but they both spell their Jins differently.
Qui-Gon Jinn Urso. State your name for the record. Jin Urso.
Jin Urso.
Who here liked Jin Urso?
Everyone's gonna be like, who?
It's a good point, though. It's like, seriously, in 10 years, are Star Wars fans going to be talking more about Rey?
Or Jin Urso.
Or Finn? Or Poe? Or are they going to be talking more about Jin Urso?
And Cassian Andorian.
Cassian Andor.
Cassian Endor.
Casanova Endor.
Castration and Anderson.
Castration Anderson. That's a nickname for Ryan Anderson, actually. I don't know if you knew that.
Wait, what?
I was joking.
You said that so matter-of-factly.
Yeah, when the announcers, when he comes onto the court, like, all right,
Ryan, the castrator. Anderson.
Castration Anderson.
Forever Lego Studio says, "Hey Jay, I thought it was really funny that Mike from Brickbolt was living on your ATM6 walker." What? Quick Brick says he liked Jin.
Oh, the Benjamin.
But seriously, that main character from Rogue One had a name. I honestly didn't even notice.
They clearly say state your name for the record, which is Jin Urso.
I wasn't paying attention. I was waiting for Boba Fett to pop up. He's cool. Here, you can read this. Oh, God. I know I just haphazardly threw those, but it came from a place of love.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Oh, loving. Okay, yeah. It made the thumbnail. That was pretty cool. The Benjamin says he loved Borg Gullet.
Well, we're going to be getting a Borg Gullet spinoff like 20 years from now, so I hope you're excited.
I hope we get a Rancor spinoff. It'd be really nice to see, like, how he came to be in that cave.
Well, I mean, like, how does their species operate, you know? It's
exactly,
like,
yeah.
Do they have, what's their intelligence level, you know? Do people just go find them on planets? Maybe, do you think Rancors, I bet you they had, like, an empire long ago.
Yeah. I bet, dude, you know, it'd be so cool to see the Rancors and the Mandalorians have a battle.
Dude, that's the piece of Star Wars that we've been missing, you know? It's this big gap in Star Wars.
Rogue Rebel says, "How big is the First Order shuttle going to be?" I don't know. somewhere between the UCS shuttle and the most recent Tidarium, I'd say. Enthert says, don't give Dave any ideas, guys. You know, there needs to be a scene in the Rancor movie where the mommy Rancor is talking to the Rancor we see in the movie, and she's like, listen here, Rathgar the Rancor, you need to be very mindful of doors that you walk under, because you never know when they could miraculously fall on you. And he's going to be like, Mom, I'll be fine, I'm not worried about that.
Aww.
Why would that information ever be relevant to me?
That's sad. I don't want sadness in my Rancor movie.
We need to find out how the Rancor got its name.
That's true.
It's going through an imperial. It's like there's like an imperial scientist discovering species, and they find this weird beast, and they'll be like,
"What's your name?
What should we call this thing?" And then he'll look at the camera.
Music's gonna start playing.
And then, no. It'll be like Dora the Explorer, and like 4 options will pop up on the screen.
I don't like Star Wars anymore.
Dude, that like Imperial Officer scene is probably the cringiest scene in all of Star Wars for me.
It's pretty bad.
I'm just like, no. He should have just said like Cornelius. That'll be your name.
Cornelius Rex.
Han Cornelius. Pilot of the Millenium Falcon.
Never heard of the Millennium Falcon. Should I have?
Enthert says, and because it's Star Wars, there's a whole story about the skull Luke threw at the door. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, when are we going to get a movie about that skull? I mean, that's a pretty big plot hole. How did that get there? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the movie never shows us how that skull got there.
Yeah.
We can't just assume anything about it. I bet, dude, I think that skull belonged to Rey's mom. Why would the creators put it there?
Yeah, no,
Why would they
draw attention?
Why would they draw attention to that, you know?
No, there's going to be a scene in the Han Solo spin-off movie where he's doing a deal with Jabba, and there's gonna be like a cleanup crew in the Rancor pit, and someone's gonna be like, hey, make sure you grab that skull sitting on the floor, and the guy will be like, oh yeah, I got it, and then he'll get distracted by something and just leave it there.
It'd be such a great reference, you know?
Oh, Enthert says, no, really, there was a comic, I'm serious. Oh my god. What is happening? And Forever Lego Studios, I'm bringing my ATM6. Garrett is bringing something to Brick World.
I'm bringing something. This is a surprise.
Enthert says, no, seriously, look it up. Ugh. Isn't Star Wars great?
I'm going to rename my channel to Garrett Marble Bricks. I think I'm done with Star Wars.
How can I relate to these movies if they don't make references that I remember? Because I watched the movies.
SJW stands for Star Wars Juice Wattos.
Juice Wattos. I love Juice Wattos.
Yeah, been what's not to like, you know?
Juice Wattos. Fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
I'm so glad you got that.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
Okay, looks like that door is...
They need to make a film on Luke's hand. That's actually... You ain't wrong there. We gotta find out. How did Maz get that hand? That's a pretty big plot hole, you know?
Ugh. Disney's ruined everything.
I don't think
There's no connections to the original movies whatsoever.
I should just read out that tweet, like, without saying I'm reading off of it, and just see what the reaction
how
is.
people react to it. They need to make a Star Wars movie where Darth Maul murders children so we know just how evil he is.
We need a Darth Maul prequel. BBW, big beautiful Watto.
Oh my god. Don't Google that, guys.
Big beautiful Watto. Thank you for that. Commander Creed has been on a roll this chat.
Really
I just want to
has.
give a shout out to Commander Creed.
Galactic Brick says Watto and Lady Proxima would make a good couple. Couple of besties. Have you seen that picture? It's like a girl posts a picture of her and some dude, and the dude comments and he's like, "Wow, LOL, we look like a couple here."
Couple, and she responds, "Couple of besties."
Couple of besties.
Ouch.
Ah. Someone should remake that picture, but instead put like Luke and Leia.
Oh, that's gross.
Is it?
And they're brother and sister.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that, but they did this whole prequel movie about those old people in the new movies. It's called Return of the Jedi.
Oh, that's weird.
Hey, Jared, I know you over there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I'm hiding behind the mountain. We've had to come up with some creative workarounds for this.
Oh, okay.
This mountain is what we in the biz call a big boy.
This mountain is the spark that. How does that go again?
This mountain is the tenders of the pit that will spark the flame, that will spark the fire, that will start to burn the fields, that will catch on fire of the buildings, that will burn the foundations of the Empire, which is the foundations of the First Order, to the ground.
There we go.
Some creative work. Luke and Leia are siblings. Spoilers. Hey, Forever Lego Studios, dude. We still have a ban on Return of the Jedi spoilers. So.
Yeah. The embargo's not over until next year.
Yeah. And then we can finally talk about Return of the Jedi. We'll give our overall thoughts on Return of the Jedi, though. Did you like the movie, Jay? You like Return of the Jedi?
So, I thought it was decent, but I just felt like, I don't know, I didn't feel like I was in the Star Wars universe. Like, there were so many things they could have, like, brought up that would have made it more connected to, like, Empire and A New Hope.
They didn't even name drop Hoth.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Like, I guess we're just supposed to assume that Hoth doesn't exist anymore because they didn't mention it. So, I thought that was kind of weird. But other than that, I thought it was a solid movie because there's AT-AT walkers and those things are cool, and Boba Fett because he's cool, and AT-STs because those are cool.
AT-STs are
Although I wasn't a big fan of how Leia had so many lines in this movie. I feel like they're just pandering, you know?
Well, you know. Have either of you been friend-zoned bad? Asks John Cena. I don't believe in the friend zone. But, no, I can't say that I've ever been friend-zoned.
I think everyone's been friend-zoned.
There's been girls that were not interested in me, and I may have been interested in them,
But they didn't want to be friends with you? What's worse, being friend zone or a girl just being like, I want nothing to do with you?
Probably that one. But
Yeah.
I've never, I guess that's happened. Zam is short for Zamothy. Zam Wessel.
Was that, what's his name?
Commander Creed.
Yeah. Was that actually him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Zamothy Wessel.
That's like, in Ant-Man. Ant-Man named his pet ant Anthony.
Wow.
It was pretty great.
That's so meta.
Garrett does the friend zoning. You know, you gotta let him down easy. What?
People out there.
What can I say?
Garrett, do you have any nice words for Anthony Bourdain?
I actually... Yeah, I mean... He was actually low-key, like, one of my heroes. I was pretty upset to learn about that today.
Oh, okay.
I like Anthony Bourdain a lot.
Honestly, had no clue who he was before today.
He was a travel show host kind of guy, but definitely a lot more than that. Wrote a really good book on kitchens.
What are you gonna do in like 80 years from now when the news comes out that Daisy Ridley has passed away?
I'm just gonna pray to the heavens that
You died before
I died
her.
before Daisy Ridley.
So you found out that Daisy Ridley was gonna die like in 2050.
I would make sure I died in 2049.
Wow.
I don't want to live in a world where Daisy Ridley's not alive.
That's fair enough.
Commander Creed says, if Zam was my girlfriend, you'd bet she'd be Scarlett Johansson. That's true. She's a shapeshifter.
I don't understand.
She can change into Scarlett Johansson.
No, she can't.
Sure she can. She's a shapeshifter.
Okay, she's not a shapeshifter. She's a changeling, and changelings don't. Like, that's like the nerdiest thing I've ever said. But
she's not a shapeshifter. She's a changeling.
And no, she
fair.
She basically only has two forms.
Oh really?
I'm pretty sure that's what was implied, unless I'm just totally wrong. And you got some insight.
I mean, I assume she's not like Mystique level, you know.
I got the impression like. I mean, because even when I feel like she has two forms, like that monster thing and her human-looking self. Because even when they're like chasing her, she like lets a little bit of it out, and it's still that same thing.
I don't know. We need a Zam Wessel spin-off story to make sense of this.
We need to figure out where Zam got that helmet she wears.
That's a good point.
She never takes it off.
The movie never tells us, really, do they?
No.
We don't really learn what that was all about. Enthert says no. I think they can literally take any form, which I think is kind of stupid.
Oh wow.
Why are they not being hired like by every like mercenary group out there?
Bro, but just think of all the world building they did by having Zam Wessel.
No. Her helmet is actually a part of her anatomy. It's prevalent in all females of her species. See, I'm assuming you're joking, but I feel like that's believable.
I wouldn't put it past.
I would be like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I don't put nothing past Star Wars no more.
We have a movie telling us what happened to Jango's head. Yeah, where did they just leave it on Geonosis?
Yeah.
Did Boba go pick it up, like, and just like tucked his dad's head under his arms and just like walked off with it?
He put it in his backpack.
Yeah, that's right. There's one in the Clone Wars which impersonated a Jedi to steal a holocron.
A changeling?
I guess so. I have no memory of that.
Wow.
I guess I just don't really like Star Wars.
I told you, it's all these women.
Why did women have to ruin Star Wars?
Why did Zam Wessel have to be a girl?
It should have been Sam Wessel.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, that's right. Like, the Jango helmet was used as a bomb to kill, to try to kill Mace Windu. Boba used it, but what did he do with the head? What did he do with the head? Did he leave it on? Not Tatooine?
Boba's like in a recruit that infiltrates the thing, isn't he? At some point.
Yeah. He was trying to go kill Mace Windu. Which
what a bro.
Makes sense. I mean,
taking one for the team.
Dude killed his pops.
Pop, lock, and drop it. Oh, come on. Bricknato, I just saw your message. If we take a break and come back on Hangouts, we'll have you on as a guest. Where the heck is Drink Tea? This might be the first stream he's ever missed. Was he here earlier?
I don't think so.
Wow. Something must be really wrong. I'm actually concerned. And I'm not talking about, like, Chosen Warrior concern. I'm talking about, like, what the heck is happening?
Dude, rest in peace, Chosen Warrior.
Cena says, what do you think Hux's role will be in episode 9? Do you think he'll be used as much for comic relief?
I'm gonna guess no. I actually have no idea. I'm assuming he'll just be bad guy on ship that blows up towards the end as part of, like, a mini-boss victory.
I think Kylo should kill him. I think that'd be, like, a good part of his fall.
Like, Kylo just starts, like, he, like, kills Hux and just, like, starts going crazy.
Yeah, like, things just start falling apart for him. I feel like they kind of built it up that he's... Like, his actions will be part of his ultimate demise.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool if they just kind of crumble from within. It'd be an interesting twist to, like... You know, oh, the resistance is overcome. Like, if Kylo kind of plants the seeds for it. And because he's part of the reason they don't end up destroying who's in the base, because Kylo gets so concerned about Luke.
I want every gun we have to fire on that man.
What? Why? Just one guy. We can't fly over him? We're in these giant walkers. Can we get the job done first? No? Okay.
Sir, nothing's coming up on our sensors. Quiet. Bring me down to him. See? They could have just fixed it all right then and there, and they didn't. Classic Kylo.
Kylo's such a goof.
He's a goober.
He's
for sure.
Kylo. Distracted all day by Force Ghost. Hey! He's Kylo.
Where are the reverse slopes at?
The big gray ones. Trying to see how I want to design this room, homie. My computer is totally bugging right now.
Bugging out. It's Kylo.
Kylo. Breaking helmets in the elevator. Kylo. He has carbon fiber stitches because he's cool. Kylo.
The carbon fiber stitches are a fashion statement. You know?
He had an option between that and, like, plaid. And decided to go with the carbon fiber.
Because it looks badass.
Says, yeah, Jay, you could have me, Bricknato, and you two old users. Yeah, we can. I would love to have Zandy on as well. He's been asking. Stormy, are you actually gonna... I would love to have Stormy as well. That would be the day.
You call us geezers?
Yeah, we're old geezers, apparently.
You need to learn some respect.
Benjamin says, you guys should try playing Ewok Hunt in the dark. It adds so much to the experience.
Did they bring it back? I thought it was like a temporary thing.
Oh, was it?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Star Wars.
I'm glad you're, like, coming to terms with your feelings on the saga.
The saga.
I don't know. I don't like Star Wars. I don't know much about it.
The saga, more like the suck.
Oh. Forever Lego Studio says we need a movie about Kylo's mask. Yeah, how did he get, like, who made that mask? Like, obviously it belonged to someone before. Whose was it?
This is a pretty big plot hole, really.
Ugh. Freaking...
I'm so mad at Disney.
Caroline... Cathardia.
Caroline... Crack Smolia.
Yeah.
Because she smoked crack.
Every time I look at your sig fig, I'm just like, why is he so angry?
It's Kylo.
Kylo.
He's kind of a brat.
But that's okay. It's Kylo.
Everybody's got issues.
Everybody has issues. Everybody needs tissues. They call me Kylo. Hey, hey, hey. Sway, sway. Did you like that Boyfriend song by Justin Bieber?
If I was your boyfriend,
I never let you go. Some.
I don't know what the words.
I just remember he says, sway, sway.
Swag.
I miss Justin Bieber.
He's still around. Fun fact, he's not dead.
Oh, that's good to know. It's Kylo. Kylo. We got some windows. We got some mace windows.
It's my favorite Star Wars character.
Mace window. To the windows.
To the wow.
To the wall.
To the wow.
Mace Window should make a mixtape, and one of the songs on it could be called "From the Windows to the Walls."
From the windows to the wow.
To the walls.
To
To the lightsaber drops down out of the window. They never.
oh man.
How poetic was it that Mace Windu died by getting thrown out of a window? George Lucas is such a genius. Like, who else could have thought of that?
Not Catherine Kennedy. That's
Not
for sure.
not Kathleen.
Ring of Catherine Kennedy.
Ring of Catherine Kennedy. Not Caffeine Kennedy. Hey, what's up, the Brick Force?
Brick Force. That's right, lads. I'm off to sleep. Have a good stream. See you, Commander Creed.
It was great having you on, man.
Did some good zingers today. Pat yourself on the back.
If I was Commander Creed, never let you go. So Stormy Brick says, I think Mr. Commander Creed, father of memes and master of dank, needs to be granted a promotion from peasant to moderator. We'll how can I even say this? We'll let him be a part of the stream, but we do not grant him the rank of moderator. Ooh. That's not true. That's impossible. Stacked Stud says, it's Kylo is the theme for the new show Resistance. It's Kylo, Kylo. Killing his father one stab at a time.
What a wacky kid.
He's so zany. He's like Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Just what a kooky character, you know?
I really like what they're doing with him. What's up, Anthony Matera?
Anthony Matera. Hello.
Hello.
See you later, Forever Lego Studios. M&R's live. If you guys leave, I'll never forgive you.
Oh, I'll forgive them as long as they pay a nice deductible.
As long as you pay your just desserts.
You gotta pay your way.
Your just too good desserts.
Just 2 desserts. I'm thinking about making a new channel called Just 3 Good.
Oh yeah, what kind of content are you gonna make?
Whatever Just 2 Good is, but better.
Oh, bro, is that a challenge?
Yes. And Third says, so Jhae, how did you like seeing my B-Wing in person? Dude, that thing was dope.
Yeah, so who brought all the insert swag to
Brick Vault did.
They built a bunch of his stuff.
Yeah, they had his Naboo Starfighter, which was pretty cool.
I saw that one.
And his, you know, that thing. B-Wing. I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
That thing.
Brick4 says, so is this a singing or building show? It's whatever you want it to be, as long as you want it to be a singing show.
If I was your boyfriend.
If this was a singing show,
I'd
you
never,
guys would never leave.
I would never get friend zoned if I was your boyfriend.
Swag. Why did Justin Bieber get so much hate? I never understood it.
They were jealous. He's jealous. If I was boyfriend.
You're catching on.
Highway to the friend zone.
Are we still talking about getting friend zoned?
I don't know. It was just on my mind.
It's Kylo.
You know, speaking of Anthony Bourdain, he did a really great episode on Houston for his show like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
You should watch it sometime.
I'll consider it. I'll see if I can fit it into my busy schedule.
Alright.
Hey, I have like a lot of mocks to build. Hey, what's up, Guido the Derp?
The derp. You don't know who the derp is? Come on, man.
Sorry.
Have some respect.
Sorry. I'm like super sorry. Like for real, for real. Brick4 says, how you both doing? By the way, are you guys planning on doing a solo mock after this, like the train scene? That would be awesome. The short answer is no. The long answer is I wouldn't count out some sort of solo mock at some point from either or both of us.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Indeed. What's up, Zandy boy? Oh, you said he'll be back. I hope you're back in greater numbers.
If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you leave.
Is that Anakin Skywalker?
Dude, Anakin is the king of charm. He would never say anything like that.
Anakin was a total chick magnet. And also, in reference to your comment about how there was, like, no sex in the prequels, there was that one scene where Anakin's walking through the club and those girls, like, check him out from behind. So, I don't want that to go unnoticed, because George Lucas was a genius for adding that.
That really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's the I think it's, like, the girl, no, it may not be her. The, like, two girls are definitely checking Anakin out.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Alright, I'll
Give George Lucas some credit.
I'll give credit where credit's due. He just wanted it to know that, like, oh, this isn't a seedy place. This is gross.
Yeah.
It's yucky.
This is an unholy place.
It's for wretches. What's up, Rogue Rebel? I'm glad you're back, man.
He's not in greater numbers though.
Seeing you alive.
Why are people in such few numbers?
Seeing you alive brings warm feelings to my heart.
Aww. That was the most heartwarming moment of the prequels.
And you know what's sad is no one can see my dope shirt I'm wearing today.
No, the Captain America Texas shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you really are converting to this Marvel thing.
I know, right?
I'm sad.
I'm gonna go home and throw away all of my Star Wars merchandise.
Wow.
Excluding Lego. Because that would be a waste of a lot of money. I'll sell it.
So how much non-Lego Star Wars merchandise do you own? Black Series, they could both fit there.
Mm-hmm. They're kind of turned slightly,
okay.
but I'll send you a picture today when I get home. But there's the boy. Speaking of, drink tea.
Thank God. I was getting worried.
You were B-Day shopping? Is it your birthday? Happy birthday. Drink tea. Drink birthday, Minecraft and more. Oh, what? I mean, never mind.
Drink birthday.
Pretend I didn't say that.
Is it not his birthday?
No, I linked two people together that
don't
want to be linked
you
together.
know that's a no-no, Garrett.
Yeah.
I don't want another incident.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, bastard.
I'm sorry, Martha. You gotta say it correct. You gotta say it the same way. I'm sorry, Martha.
Alright, the prequel's awesome.
Dude.
I think I'm just gonna start exclusively watching the prequels. Because Catherine Kilometer is ruining Star Wars.
She was part of the prequels too, though, so.
What is she working on the prequels?
I mean, she was a producer.
Oh, okay. Well, I still don't like her. Because she's putting all these girls in my Star Wars movies.
Fair. If I was a boyfriend.
Garrett, do you like the character of Bazine at all?
I love Bazine. I hope we get a spin-off about her.
Do you actually like Bazine? Do you respect Bazine?
Yeah, of course. Why would I not?
I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah, should we also think about where if we want to put the trans red kind of in places, like where those would kind of go?
Just throw it wherever. I don't think there's no like.
Because you can see it in the caves though, right? Like on the walls and stuff.
You can see it. I mean, I'm looking like in the scenes in the movie, and I don't really see any. I would put some honestly, primarily maybe like
in the tunnels and stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely some. The main place I remember in the movie seeing it was like the tunnel when they were escaping the caves.
Yeah, exactly.
You see it there.
Yeah. A lot of these, like in this room especially, I'm not seeing like any.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine there would be any in like the rooms.
Right. Yeah. I have a pretty cool idea. I'm thinking, I don't know if you can even see it.
Jhae, is the Corvus going to be a part of Vardos?
Of course. That was actually my inspiration behind doing it. Initially, I was just going to build a Corvus because I wanted one, but I was like, why did you borrow this? What's the BFD?
So when could the Hangout stream be? Yeet.
Was that drink tea?
That was drink tea.
I was selling Bricknado. Whenever we take a break and come back, we can have some guesties. A couple of guesties.
Just a couple of guesties.
We look like a couple of guesties.
What do you think about the soundtrack for Solo, Jhae?
Whatever. I don't know. I'm not huge into Star Wars soundtracks to begin with, so like.
Gotcha.
I didn't. Infus Nest theme is still like kind of funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the soundtrack was good for what it was. Catheter Kilometer is a great woman.
Did someone say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't disrespect Catheter.
Kaylee
Ronaldo.
Kendrickson.
Is it good?
You know what that sounds like? Victory screech. I guess that's more like. If your girl don't know, if she don't know what the victory screech is, she's not the one.
She ain't your girl. That was a good question. How much pieces is your U-wing insert? How much? How many?
Tell us now.
Tell us now. You better tell us. And don't lie. Don't lie to us. We'll know if you're lying.
Come on. Tell us.
Go on, tell us. Tell us now.
My name is Anakin and I'm a person. I'm a person and my name is Anakin.
If I was a person, my name would be Anakin.
Victory screech!
Yeah, and don't lie. We'll know if you're lying.
Whenever I kissed a girl for the first time, I did a victory screech immediately after.
As you should.
Yeah.
I mean, no man is going to let someone marry his daughter if he knows that he didn't do a victory screech. Like at my wedding, when they say like you may now kiss the bride, I'm gonna kiss her and then I'm gonna immediately do a victory screech.
I was beginning to wonder whether you'd gotten my message.
I was beginning to wonder if you got my message.
All right, Bill Cosby.
And the message and the pudding and the brow.
No, you know what I mean. Guys, this is devolved into a Bill Cosby stream. I guess we agree we won't speak positively about him.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Probably not timing wise, you know, not.
How do you if George Lucas had cast Bill Cosby to be Mace Windu, do you think well, I guess he could. How do you think people would, like, I don't know, act towards Star Wars?
Be like, hey, remember that weird time Bill Cosby was in Star Wars? We definitely wouldn't be seeing any Mace Windu spin-offs.
Yeah. See, I feel like Disney's really missing out because, like, Samuel L. Jackson is the perfect age to play a revived Mace Windu. That's true.
Mace Windu's gonna come back and fight Obi-Wan.
He's gonna come back and fight the Emperor, and the Emperor's gonna throw him down the hole in his throne room. Bro, I feel so happy. I'm constructing the tunnel that Luke comes in through. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have kind of the back edge of it open, because in the movie there's like a wall and a light behind him, but I realize if I leave it like that, it's gonna be impossible to access him to put him in and out. So I was like, I'll just leave it open, and it'd be kind of cool to see light directly through.
I'm down.
So in the beginning he'll be like kind of back here, and then like for the next day he'll be like. Honestly, we may need a couple of Lukes, a couple of old Lukes.
Yeah.
One for the inside, one for the outside. Ice cream Luke job.
Luke.
Ding, ding, ding. Luke Skywalker. Hey, I got this new dance, y'all. It's called the Luke Skywalker. First, you gotta punch and crank gag 3 times from left to right.
Did you ever pay $5 for a Soulja Boy Twitter shout out?
I wish I had. Enter says his U-Wing is roughly 2,200 pieces. Oh my god.
That's actually, I was expecting more. I always imagine insert builds being like twice the amount of pieces I would initially guess.
Yeah.
Just because of all the greebling and details and stuff.
Right.
It's like, oh, that looks like a 1,000-piece build. Like, oh, it's
Psych.
3,500 pieces.
Psych, you thought. Yeah, Enter, start making parts lists for your builds, homie.
That's the other, dude. Insert just like wings builds like that. It's just like,
how is your collection so large?
how do you do that?
He's just gonna respond with "get good."
Get good, scrub. Soulja Boy up in the up. Want me up.
Now watch me.
Whip.
Now watch me.
Nay.
Now watch me.
Whip.
Now watch me.
Nay. Okay. Soulja Boy up in the
That's Soulja Boy. That's Soulja Boy. That's Soulja Boy. Superman now. Oh man, watch me crank that RoboCop. Super fresh now. Watch me jocking on them haters, man. When I hear that Soulja Boy, I lean to the left and crank that thing now. I'm jocking on him. And if we get to fighting, then I'm cocking on him. See me at your Lego store. Yes, I'll buy them every day. Haters get mad because I got a UCS Millennium Falcon. I actually don't have a UCS Millennium Falcon.
Wow, are you even a Lego fan? Yeah, can I get the new big Star Wars one? Because I'm a Lego fan.
The Benjamin says Bill Cosby is bae.
Bro.
This is not a pro Bill Cosby stream, guys. I'm gonna have to ask for you to watch the language.
Demonetized. Soulja Boy, tell him. So, does Soulja Boy still do those paid shoutouts and stuff?
No, he does not.
I would pay him to shout out my Instagram, my Lego brick.
Alright, it's your boy Soulja Boy, tell him. I'm here with my man Garrett. I just want y'all to give him a follow real quick.
Soulja Boy, are you on the stream? Dude, was Soulja Boy just here? I swear I heard him. Sounded just like him.
Bro, I wish.
He'd be a great guest to have on the stream. I always kind of assumed he was a Lego fan, you know?
Oh yeah.
He seems the type.
He's actually like really into gaming apparently.
Oh really?
Yeah.
A lot of guys just like not even just like music guys like him, but like athletes and stuff are getting into streaming.
Really?
My brother was, I don't know who he said it was. I think it was a basketball player, but like streams like pretty often.
Oh wow. I know that ninja guy was doing a stream with Drake.
Yeah. Soulja Boy up in the up. I'm gonna pay my money up. I know the boy.
What's up, Tim Arnold? He says, "What's up? How's it going? It's me, Gilbert." He says he's in Gilbert, Arizona, and just turned 16. Congratulations!
Happy birthday,
The
my
big
guy.
1-6.
Hope it's a good one. Your B-day. Did you watch any of the hockey finals? That happened
Absolutely
recently?
not.
Do you know who won?
The Washington Nationals.
Yeah.
I don't give two hot rats about hockey.
It was their first win.
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh.
First win in franchise history. I like the Stros.
Oh, that was our first win in franchise history.
Mm-hmm.
Texans are about to do that next season.
Yeah, totally.
Don't say it so sarcastically.
Did you see the one guy's Hoth mock in Chicago? Well, we haven't gone to Chicago yet. Unless you're talking about...
Some guy from Chicago that built a Hoffmark.
Unless he's talking about, what's his name?
BP.
Brick Plums.
Brick Plums.
The homie Brick Plumber. Who has said dummy lit before.
He has. We have proof. Garrett, I got you in the corner over here making your Luke Skywalker-esque entrance to the base.
Nice. Dun 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 dun.
You know what would have been funny?
What?
If, like, Luke was walking in and he tripped and hit his head on a rock.
Bonk.
And that's how he died.
Like, he just was, like, not even moving.
Yeah, he just... Oh.
And everyone was like, Luke. And he was just dead. And so, Finn goes out to fight Kylo Ren. And just gets wrecked. Kylo Ren cuts him in half, like, down the middle.
Oh.
Like, Finn runs out there and starts shooting at him. And, like, Kylo, like, just tanks the hits. And goes up to Finn and just... and he just... No, it's
like me.
with the what's the Wilhelm scream? His halves just fall over. What's up, Lego bricks?
Enter says, "That's great. I love it when people modify my designs rather than just doing a straight copy." Wow, Enter. I'm so sorry for thinking your mock was good enough to build and not modifying it. I am so sorry.
Why would I modify something that's so pretty?
Exactly. It's hard to improve perfection.
Can you just toss me a figure? Just any old figure.
Here's
that'll,
you.
That'll work. I just need to see how tall and stuff this is.
You so perfect. And you smile.
You so happy when you smile. Hit it from the... Oh, it's not purple.
No, it is not.
There says, no, I didn't mean it like that with a frowny
No.
face.
He's shown his true colors. He says there's always room for improvement. Okay, I got you. Don't expect me to build another one of your mocks. Unless... Well, no, that's not true. I can't commit to that.
And that was a good time when we had these dark gray ones on the wall. Dark gray 1x1 brick.
Oh, yeah.
I wish we'd gotten more, really.
I thought we were going to have plenty.
Nope.
Psych.
That's the wrong piece. Rogue Rebel says you can never have too much Lego. I would more or less agree with that. Some people, though, might take it a little too far.
Like who?
Oh, you know, just some people.
Oh, okay.
Yo-yo fanatics.
You like yo-yos, Gary?
Was he there at
Thank God.
It's funny. I would have assumed he would definitely have been there. He seemed like the type that would not miss.
You may be there this weekend because there's. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's multiple weekends, isn't it?
Yeah. Issa, perfect. When you yo-yo, swing it from the hand in. Watch you go wild.
I just wanna wait on time.
Issa. Issa. Perfect. Thank you.
Trayton Caswell says, I kind of want to make the coaxium mine from Solo. Suggestions, seeing as it's my technically first mock.
Wait.
The
You mean from Kessel?
yeah, the Kessel mines, I would assume, yeah. The unrefined coaxium in the spice mines of Kessel.
Will be sent to the spice mines of Kessel.
You know, that line from 3PO actually makes a lot, like, it's very clear now. It says,
Yeah.
like, it makes sense that a droid would be sent there. They had all
Right,
these droids
yeah.
working it. Okay, you know what? I like Solo now.
Solo. That's all you needed is for that reference to be bridged.
Yep. That was the reference that all my years of being a Star Wars fan, I was like,
You were waiting for.
I want that to be
What
explored.
did C-3PO mean by that?
Maybe the spice mines
Yeah,
of
I was.
Kessel. It's like,
If you wanted to do that mock, I'd say wait around a little bit because there's a polybag coming out. That's one of the
oh
Kessel
yeah, the
workers.
Kessel
Even though it
workers.
doesn't come with the helmet, which is so disappointing.
the
because
helmets. What
It doesn't come with the helmet.
is it? Just like it's.
It's just the head. There's no helmet. It's like worthless. It's
That's dumb.
yeah, it is. It's very dumb.
Because all they
Especially-
had to do was do like
That one guy from Rogue One.
yeah, exactly that
Exactly.
helmet and just recolor it.
Yep. Nope. They decided
Wow, dude, freaking Disney.
not to. Lego so ugly. One day. Smile. See, I'd say wait for that because that figure is coming. Get a lot of dark tan pieces. I'd say
Yeah.
it's very Utapau looking. I think.
Yeah, start ordering pieces you think you might need. Depending on how big you want to make it, though, I'd also suggest just wait for the movie to come out on Blu-ray so you can kind of
Oh yeah, some good ref material.
get good pictures and stuff. Because I don't think there's hardly any of that were in any of the trailers or anything, so it'd be really hard to get pictures of it.
Right. Yuso, perfect.
What mock should I make? I'm in the middle of one, but I would like to make another. Well,
What are you in the middle of?
yeah, I would say finish that one first.
Oh, he says Kessel's going to be in Battlefront 2. Is it already in it, or are we still having to wait for that?
Yeah, they're doing a Han Solo season in Battlefront.
What is a season when it comes to gaming? Like, what does that mean?
It can mean different things. For Battlefront 2, it's like their DLC seasons.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like it's the solo season, so they're adding a bunch of solo related content. Like they had a Last Jedi season when that came out.
Gotcha.
But other games, like competitive games, will have seasons, and it's like a sports season.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think I see what you mean. You so perfect.
I just wanna wait some time.
Jeez. Hey, yo,
What's
my
up,
name
Seth
is
Dunley?
Jhae.
What did you think of Solo? I'd be interested in hearing this.
I'm sure he loved it. He loves prequels of any kind.
Wow. You gonna just gonna start smack talking Seth Dunley?
That
like
wasn't smack talk. I was saying he likes prequels.
He likes the prequel trilogy. There's a difference.
Very dangerous. I'm the only human who can do it.
Rogue Rebel says it's a small hangar for an X-wing. That actually sounds like a good thing you got there. I would finish that mock before you do something else. Working on multiple mocks at the same time is kind of...
Seth says he gives Solo 7 out of 10, so you guys fall generally along the same lines.
It was a very okay film. Yeah, I find it working on multiple mocks at once is kind of
Overwhelming.
would be overwhelming.
I'll be right back.
Right. I think I would say Solo. I liked Solo more than Rogue One.
Rouge 1.
Rouge.
Rouge 1.
Moulin Rouge 1. I would like to get another one started so I can order more pieces at once. Yeah, that's also like if you want to like kind of have the plans for one in the back of your head, that's not a bad idea. So you can save on Bricklink orders and stuff.
True that.
Time.
Rogue Rebel says, you already read that. Seth says that, so you guys have a Jabba's Palace coming in the mail soon. I feel like you definitely mentioned it.
It sounds familiar.
I know I asked you this before, but is it the newer one or the older one? Baby, I know you'd like for me to stay. It says the new one found it for $109. That's nice.
That's
That set has Ula in it.
Ula. Ula.
Ula. Enter says, although it always gets out of hand, like I have 5 different ships on my desk. 5 different incomplete ships. Uba.
Isita.
Traden says, I'm designing a Y-Wing in LDD because I have a mock Nthirst X-Wing, Lego's official A-Wing, so why not design my own Y-Wing? Nice.
Seth said, I also graduated last night, gave me lit speech.
I just read that. He says, mention Rich Boy Jhae and the Boyos. Did you really? Did anyone record it? Is there any way for me to see that? That would, like, make my year.
Turns out it's just a roast.
It was like, and everyone who have talked crap on the prequels, screw you. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this light here in this tunnel where Luke comes through. I think it'll make for a nice picture, like looking back at him. Says, yep, AT hollows are in front of me. Well, a very tiny part of it. Are you starting with the shower?
Yeah, if you don't have that shower scene, I'm going to be pretty disappointed.
What's up, oblivious stormtroopers? Troopers. Rogue Rebel says, as soon as I hit enter, you guys mentioned the shower. That made me both sad and happy. It says, I prefer the smaller fighters only because I tend to use illegal techniques. They don't tend to work well on larger models. Hama Postal says, hi, Rich Boy Jhae. What vehicles do you plan to put in the base of the mountain? Maybe a Millennium Falcon. My Falcon's going to be basically above the base in the mountains.
Do you have those 2x2 filler bricks?
Yeah, those are... I just had them, actually. Alright, see you, Creighton. Seth says, I can't wait to watch Rots tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Ugh. That sounds like a bad night.
It's actually a very good knight. From my point of view, it's an evil knight.
You are lost.
Well, then you are lost. At first I was afraid.
Jamin says, what's the easiest
was
UCS
petrified.
set to bricklink? That's a good question. I honestly have no clue.
Maybe the newest TIE Fighter?
There's a lot of those, like, UCS tiles on it, though. Like, the 8x16 ones that the plaque usually goes on for the
Yeah.
wings. I think that could get annoying. Stack Studs, I have no idea when that Kessel Miners fig is coming out. Shout out to Bricknado for hitting 1.1 thousand subs today.
Nice. Congrats.
And it says probably R2 because it has no unique prints. It doesn't, but those like brown tubes on its feet are apparently really expensive. I would say probably, I mean the dome piece would get annoying, but maybe Obi-Wan Starfighter? Maybe?
Yeah, that could definitely be one. You two should make a channel together. Rich Boy Jared Bricks.
I find it funny how like he
Jared.
refuses to say your name correctly.
Why are you calling me Jared?
Because it's Jared.
I'm not Jared Bricks. I'm Rich Boy. Tell him.
Jamin says he was thinking X-Wing or Super Star Destroyer. I can tell you it's definitely not the Super Star Destroyer. Jared from... I'm pretty sure it's Jake from State Farm. Am I right about that, Jared?
Rich Boy Twins is your guys' channel. I thought that was our manager's channel. You need to get your lore straightened out, buddy.
He barely knows us.
Who is this guy? Drink F?
I've never seen him in the chat, so...
He must be a casual Rich Boy J fan.
He says, I am Drink F casual fanboy.
And I never say tea. Tea?
Yote. Forgot about that.
Yote.
The past tense of yeet.
When you to have yeeted is to yote.
Yote.
See, you miss so much when we're not streaming.
I'm actually thinking about getting into filmmaking. I want to basically do a remake of E.T. called Yeet-T. It'll be called
Yeet-T Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly.
Not E.T. Minecraft anymore.
Nah. Yeet-T Minecraft.
Yeet. Pretty sure that's a Star Wars character's name, right? Yeetle.
Yeetle. Yeetle's my favorite character.
When are we gonna get a Yeetle spinoff? Disney doesn't care about the lore.
Why don't they ever world build like George Lucas did back in the good old days?
Yeah, remember when Star Wars was good?
Who dat? What is that?
Here, spill Jay's secrets quick. Remember when dinosaurs roamed the earth? Why can't we go back to that? Dude, I was born in the wrong era. Do you have Darth Maul's brother, torso, and head? I have them in my collection. I don't have no legs or hands, but I have to give you rich boy Janet. I actually already have that figure, so thanks, but no thanks. Paul Postma. Do you think Kyle Ren will die in episode 9? I actually don't know. It really could go either way. Who's to say, really? Who's to say? You guys definitely taking a break at some point? Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna take a break because we gotta regroup, probably eat some food, that kind of thing. Get the mock building juices flowing. It's very similar to the way a sick rap flows. Do you think we'll have to wait another 60 years for episodes 10, 11, and 12? No, I'm pretty sure they're going to be dropping like right after episode 9 finishes, so. Why does Texas have to be so hot? That is a great question. But it is super hot, and it's really obnoxious. One question. Are you a rebel or a clone trooper, and explain why? I guess I'm a clone trooper. I mean, a rebel trooper. Because I'm not a clone. I'm a human being. My name is Garrett. Oh, I butchered that quote. I'm a person and my name is Garrett. Where's Storm Thought? Storm was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here or not. May have ditched us to go hang out in M&R's stream. Don't be rude, drink tea. Frick. Where did Bob's stormtroopers win against Darth Vader when you... What? Boy, you're gonna have to start making some sense. There's no fricks on this channel, the Benjamin. I'm gonna need you to watch your language, sir. Bob, Stormtrooper, SpongeBob as a Stormtrooper? Sponge Troop? It would be called a Sponge Trooper.
Do you have a PSP?
No, I never had a PSP.
Did you want one, or were you like a DS guy?
I had a DS, so I didn't really feel a need for a PSP. But I mean, if I'd been given one, I would have been excited for it.
Oh, okay.
You had one, right?
Oh yeah. PSP was my life.
Favorite Star Wars character currently? I don't know.
Darth Maul.
Han Solo, probably. Still.
You're such a Han Solo fangirl.
It's always Han Solo. Sometimes it changes between Rey and Kylo Ren too. So.
Why do you like Han Solo so much? He never even does anything in the movies.
I'm gonna pretend he didn't just say that.
He's such a pointless character. Alright, see you, Anther.
Bro, he did the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
Hey, 13 if you round up.
Or it's 12 if you round down.
That was the point.
Oh, I thought you were saying the quote wrong.
No. I purposely...
Oh, okay.
I was discrediting his accomplishment.
I gotcha. That was funny. That was the funniest scene in the movie. And Chewie said something, and you're like, I wonder what Chewie said. And then it's like, Han says, not if you round down, buddy. And I'm like, ah, ha, ha, ha.
Did you really think that was the funniest scene in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
I probably laughed the hardest at that. You want to hear about a pointless character? Darth Vader. Dude, I hate Darth Vader.
Darth Vader is so stupid. Darth Vader is the new Rose.
Talk about a pointless character. Who plays Darth Vader? Can we go bully them off Instagram? Yeah. I just want some time. You so happy when you smile. Do you like Jar Jar Binks or nah? I'm gonna go with a hard yeet on that one.
Jar Jar Yeats.
Jar Jar.
If that was his actual name, I would like his character a lot more.
Yeah, I would too. Or Yeet Yeet Binks.
Palma Postal says, if you was in Star Wars, who would you want to be your dad out of these characters? Darth Vader, Han Solo, or Rex?
I don't know.
That is an interesting combination.
Maybe Rex, just because, I mean, we know how Han Solo's kid ended up.
Right.
What was the other option? Darth Maul?
No, Vader.
Oh, Vader?
Vader's kids turned out pretty well.
I think they turned out well in spite of him, though.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know if I'm strong enough as a human being to deal with that.
Guess I gotta go with the boy Rex.
Yep.
Ernie Slam Jam says, when referring to Jar Jar... when referring to Yeet Yeet Binks in the past, you say Yote Yote Binks. That might be the funniest thing I've heard all day.
Yo, Binks.
Misa, yo, Binks.
When you're referring to him in the past. Oh, that's funny.
Misa, yo, Binks. Misa, your humble servant.
I don't like that he called himself a servant. I don't like that language in Star Wars.
Misa got Takatides. You so, yeet, when you, yeet.
You know, coming when you are.
Why can't more things have dubstep remixes?
I'm gonna go to M&R stream real quick and yell at all of our fans that left.
Wow. Is he working on a Crait MOC? If not,
Stacked Stud says, I'm entering into the Rebel Lug solo contest and I'm wondering which planet MOC would blow them away. Which planet from Solo would make the best MOC? What do you think, Jhae? What do you think?
I still think a Kessel MOC has the most upside. Minbon's so blah. Like it's. I don't like. It's
I
like
Minbon.
I feel like it's so monochromatic. It's all just like shades of gray. I don't know. It's just so blah. Like I watched it and it's just like, why is it so dark, and why is it so just like uninteresting to look at?
I liked it because I mean it was clearly taking after like a World War I battlefield or something like that, and I really liked that look. Because the point of the planet wasn't to be like. The whole point was like their empire was just fighting because they're the Empire. They were off conquering some random planet, and like it was supposed to like. I mean, Han Solo even like.
I just think it would make for an uninteresting MOC.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot you could do with it. Like this big muddy battlefield, like all these craters and stuff everywhere, like mud and like just like nastiness and like
It would
these
just
big
be
trenches.
a bunch of just gray. Like it would literally just be like.
I mean, if you like
gray MOC.
I mean, this is a completely white and gray MOC. If you like round up.
That's at least 2 colors instead of 1.
But Minbon, I mean, like you could, I think you could do more than just. It wouldn't be just all gray. I think.
Okay, it'd be gray and maybe light gray.
Light gray, I guess. But I don't know.
I think you watch the movie again and you.
That's like doing a Tatooine MOC. Be like, it's all tan.
Tan is a more interesting color than gray.
They're both, whatever. Like I don't know. I wouldn't consider that to be a detriment to it. I liked the look of it a lot. I liked how the mud and the despair of that scene is just very like, I don't know, another day in the Empire, you know.
Yeah.
Here we are conquering planet number 22A. And it's like this muddy like they've probably been fighting there for years. It's just like this muddy, miserable battlefield. I don't wanna waste no time. Have you guys finished the wall on the outside? If by wall you mean the door. No. The mountains on the front are done-ish.
I'm trying to figure out how to do like. Basically, like how's the like hanger gonna work? Because it has to be obviously above those 2 middle squares. So like, where's the support gonna be on this side? Because the door comes to the very edge. You know what I mean?
Well, I just kind of assumed like this could come out like a little bit more, but not like a whole lot, and then like the hanger would just be kind of inside here. Like it wouldn't like jut out any farther. Like it'd be kind of like this going up all the way, and like there'd be a little hole. This could come forward, just like I don't know, a couple of reverse slopes out. Speaking of reverse slopes, this isn't all we have, right?
No, there's that order you got in. Okay. Saxset says Minbon has AT DTs, AT hollows, medical centers, trenches, and the beast's cage. I think I'll do Minbon. Thanks, Garrett. No thanks to Garrett. I mean, that's fine. Have fun. Just because I don't want to do it doesn't mean it's not worth doing. I would have never done... Well, I would have never done half of the clone base MOCs out there, but there's
still
clearly some great ones that people really like.
Yeah.
Rogue Rebel says, have you used Technic for stability in the MOC? No. Not at all. None. Are these the last base plates you built for this MOC? Yes! How exciting is that? How the heck do I want to do this? What's your favorite part of the MOC? That's a good question. Right now I'm really feeling the mountains. I'd say that's probably my favorite part.
I don't know. I like the trenches, probably.
Trenches are dope.
Trenches are... When we had it set up at Comic Palooza, I kind of got a renewed appreciation for the crashed tie.
Oh, yeah. You can see it from so many, like, angles.
Mm-hmm. I'd kind of, like, forgotten it, you know? It had been...
It's so far away.
It hadn't been our focus in a while.
Rich Boy Jay, you're famous. I saw you on Brickfiesta's vlog. He was so chill. I want to be like you when I grow up. I do building Legos all day. World's best job. Well, unfortunately, that's not what I do all day, but it is a fantastic hobby. And you should certainly aspire to do that. Shork, that's my little brother playing on his PlayStation. He screams a lot. Lego Brick says, my favorite part is the ATM6 and Garrett's crash tie. Excuse me. We worked on that as a collaboration. Thank you very much.
SMH.
No respect. You know what? Garrett, you can finish this block yourself, and you can fit as many crash ties in it as you'd like.
All right, I'm gonna have to load all this into my car.
All right.
Take it.
I wonder if you destroyed all of it. Like, if this is a pile of parts,
could I fit it in my car?
I think you could probably fit it, but like, the question is, how much space would it take up?
That's a lot.
Like, if you've put like every piece in a bag and sat it in your car.
The answer is a lot. Jarrett's MOC. Jarrett's crashed tie.
If someone offered to give us, I thought $1 million is too obvious of a guess. Let's say 20 grand, 10 grand each, for them to basically take every piece in this MOC and put it in a giant bag and then give it back to us and tell us to rebuild it.
To rebuild it?
To rebuild it.
Dude.
For 10 grand each.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I mean, just the time spent rebuilding it from bags of parts.
It wouldn't be that. It would all be in one bag. None sorted.
That wouldn't even be worth 10 grand. Like, that time spent doing that. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a lot of time we would lose. I would just call him Matt over.
Because building this for the first time, we've been pretty organized about parts and stuff and like
Yeah.
sections and stuff like that. Like, could you imagine fishing out all the like white tile and stuff from that bag and how long that would take?
The 1x1s. The 1x1s. Alright. Let's say 20 grand each.
I don't know, dude. That's
20 grand. This mock is not worth 20 grand.
no, but still, just that amount of time. Like, just the idea of spending so much time digging out of a massive bag.
Okay, 50 grand each.
Oh yeah, definitely.
50 grand, I'm taking off of work for a year.
Yeah, 50 grand. I'm like, all right, peace. Like, yeah, we'll stream and we'll just stream us building it again.
Yeah.
But we'll be essentially getting paid to do it.
I would be pretty miserable, honestly.
Oh,
like,
that
I would
would
take the
suck.
money, but I would just, like, having to start from square one again.
That would suck.
Oh my god.
Nothing would feel new.
Yeah.
We'd be like looking at pictures, like, how did we do that before? Like, we'd end up with like the wrong amount of pieces. Like,
Yeah.
probably the salt would all end up really different, and so
What if
we'd
we were
be
like
missing
missing
a
a ton of like 1x1s? Oh no. Rogue Rebel says, do you guys know any places for pieces? I live in Texas and just go to Frisco or Denton Mall for pieces. Are there Lego stores in either of those? We don't really, I mean, we buy like stuff from the Pick a Brick Wall, but for specific parts, you're better off on Bricklink. And it's nice because you ain't got to travel for it.
You so happy when you smile.
Smile.
What has been your favorite stream so far?
The
The Valentine's stream was pretty fun. Everyone laughing at my stories.
I like the solo stream a lot.
Solo Friday.
Solo Friday.
Hashtag.
And because like it was so ambitious, but like we pulled it off.
Yeah. It was fun. It was a lot of fun too. Yeah.
That's like the most building I've done probably ever, like in one sitting.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Scarif may have it beat by a little bit.
Like those last like
Yeah. Oh my
cram
God.
days.
If you guys knew all the work we did to make Scarif happen.
What would you do if you were moving the mountain and it collapsed on you? Would you laugh or would you cry?
If it collapsed on me, I think I'd laugh.
I would die if it fell on me. Because it's heavy.
It's not that heavy.
It's pretty heavy.
It's not that heavy.
I would die. I'd be like,
I think
ouch.
I think mine would hurt, but yours probably wouldn't.
Yours is a little beefier.
Yeah.
They're pretty solid. The only things that would really collapse off them is the tops, but
Right.
the core is
Who is it?
pretty Gucci.
Benjamin says, "What if you drink a solo cup from a? What if you drink solo from a solo cup while watching Solo? Is there a drink called Solo?"
Those what those red cups are called, solo cups.
Nobody says, "What if you drink Solo from a solo cup?"
Like drink by yourself.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that.
I mean, I that would be my like guess as to what he's talking about. You so happy when you smile.
Palma, are you aware that his name is Garrett and not Jared? I'm just curious. It's like the people who spell my name Jhea.
Jhae.
Gia.
Gia. Gia.
Benjamin says, "Yes, there's a drink called Solo. Look it up." Okay, well,
All right.
I think that's good enough for me.
Look it up. I don't wanna waste my time.
Baby, I know you like for me to stay, but you can't get away, cause you're giving me the blues. Palma Postal says yes. He says I'll call him Carrots, so... Okay.
I need some less disrespect going on in this chat.
I'm glad my name doesn't sound like anything. Look around, look around. Benjamin says carrots are good for the eyes.
That's a lie.
Well, Krabby Patties are good for your soul. If you have one.
Well, that's unfortunate because I don't.
I have no soul.
Yeah, carrots aren't actually good for your eyes, guys. The British government made that up during World War II so that people would eat carrots because they had them in surplus.
Hey, Parrot, I'm getting your hairpiece this weekend.
Oh, nice. Hopefully that didn't set you back too much. I'm not worth it, I promise.
Wow. Have some confidence.
Parrot.
Garrett, I think we really
I
need to
can
work
call
on
me
your self-
Parrot, but didn't spell it like parrot.
Yeah.
just was my name with a P in front of it.
Because I got you Rich Boy Jhae.
Rich-
More like Rich Boy Pay. More like Rich Boy Broke.
Oh!
Why would I be Rich Boy Broke? Wouldn't I be Broke Boy Jhae?
Rich boy, bro. Thank you, Palma Postal. Pick on Jay for a little bit.
Don't pick on anyone.
Give
Jeez.
me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break.
Give me a
on
break.
kiss
That
that
Kit Kat bar. Lego Brick says it's a $12 set I'm getting just for your hair. Wow. Are you gonna get the, how much is that set? $30 set for my hair?
Papa J.
Palma Postal. Call him Drama Roastal.
Papa Postal. Daddy Postal.
Papa Bless.
Don't mention that man.
Did you say Daddy Postal?
No, I didn't. I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Lego Brick says, I already have your hair. Oh, okay, cool. You may file when ready.
What's up, Stormy?
So he had to take care of a few things not Lego related.
I don't believe it.
He calls it his little buddy. Rogue Rebel says, Garrett, you should buy a parrot just so you can say Garrett has a parrot.
I mean, I used to have a ferret, so.
Wow. Ferret boy Garrett.
It's true. Her name was Annabelle. She was very sweet.
Did she die?
Yeah.
Wait, you had a ferret?
Yeah. I've definitely said this on stream before.
I totally, like, I didn't even register me. Like, holy crap, you had a ferret.
Yeah. And her name was Annabelle.
Don't ferrets smell?
They do smell. You have to clean their cages constantly. They poop a lot.
Where do you keep it? Like, they're so big.
I mean, they're like. I don't know. I mean,
Like,
it's
do
like
you
having
keep it
it's like.
caged? Or do you, like, let it walk around the house?
No, yeah, we would just. She would just run around the house all day.
Oh,
She would
okay.
sleep in a cage, so like at night we would put her up.
Okay.
But, I don't know. She's kind of like a cat. More playful than a cat. Yeah, she would just spend the whole day just running around. Like you would see her,
Mm-hmm.
you'd like shout her name, and she'd like look at you, and then she'd just run away and like go like find a cabinet or something.
Gotcha.
But ferrets are very people friendly. Like they like to play and stuff.
I like to sing about the moon and the June and the springer. I like to sing
Is there some plate filler nearby?
What you need?
Just like 4x6 plate filler.
Yeah, there's a bag of black here. Lego Brick says sing the campfire song. I have no clue what you're talking about.
I don't think we've ever seen that on stream.
Stormy says, I went to go check out the M&R stream. Wow.
Wow.
That's treason. He says it was completely taken over by the Brickatech cult.
I didn't realize he had like an actual fan base, really.
Whoa, that really?
I mean, I don't mean that in like people don't watch his videos. I just mean I would imagine like an MNR fan base would be a bigger presence.
No, you're throwing shots at my boy Brickatech, and I appreciate that.
You didn't even know who he was like 2 weeks ago.
Bro, I love the Brickatech. I love that video he did with his kid in it. I love that video.
That one video?
Yeah, that video he did with his kid.
Right.
What's up, Scott Shellhorn? Garrett, were you a fan of Foghorn Leghorn?
I don't know.
I said, were you a fan of Foghorn Leghorn?
I don't know what you're saying.
You don't know who Foghorn Leghorn is?
Nope.
Wow, he's the I guess, the heck is he? Is he a rooster? Guys, what is Foghorn Leghorn? He's a cartoon character from, I guess, Cartoon Network. And he talks like, I said.
No idea what you're talking about.
Scott Shellhorn says, sing, you're an all-star.
What's that?
Never heard it before.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I think it's the Beatles, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, he says the chicken from Looney Tunes. Yeah, he's a rooster. How did you not know Foghorn
Oh,
Leghorn?
okay, I know him. I didn't know that was his name.
I literally just said I think he was a chicken.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I guess I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
To make 3?
No, to make a difference.
To make yeet.
To make the number yeet. There's a 4-law Minecraft skin on PS4. Wow. Well, I'm glad to hear that 4-law is being properly represented. Look around, look around.
Saxstat says 2 plus 2 is 4, Jhae. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Dude.
Someone...
Jhae wasn't using mathematics, he was using teriology.
What? As in Scary Terry?
No, it was in Terrence Howard doing math.
That, what?
I never told you. Have you never heard about this?
No.
Terrence Howard reinvented math and calls it teriology.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I mentioned
Yeah.
it. Terrence Howard is an interesting guy, to say the least.
Well, you better stop using up those 2x6 dark grade bricks. I'll tell you that. I said.
Yeah, we definitely don't have enough.
Did you use all the 2x6 bricks?
Huh?
Did you seriously use all the 2x6 and not dark gray? There's some right there.
Oh, where are they?
Literally right there. And I have like 2 bags in my room.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with you? You got no home training. I'm telling you, you new age kids just be using up your 2x6 bricks.
I mean, I definitely need a lot for the outside.
You got no respect for authority. Sax Studs says, wait, what? Okay, I have to read this. Stormy says, do you ever use the zest technique on your mocks? It is a technique involves shaving the zest off a lemon peel and putting zest over the mock. It makes it smell much nicer. Only pros do it. Have you ever used the zest technique, Garrett?
I'm not.
Alright, so Stack Studs says... How do you come up with these things, Stormy? Stackstud says, when Garrett said I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and Jhae said, which is 3, it is actually 4, Jhae. How many times are you going to remind me of that?
What's up, Dalek? The Daleks. Look around.
Garrett, do you remember Little Embryo from the Amanda Show?
No.
You don't?
Was that a character? Little Embryo?
Yeah, they did this basically like a cutscene where it was a rapper, but it was a baby in the womb, and his name was Little Embryo. He used to be like, it's Little Embryo, yo. Does anyone in the chat remember Little Embryo?
No one in our chat's old enough to have seen the Amanda Show.
There might be. Dalek might know. I don't know how old Dalek is.
Dalek is not our age.
Okay.
Where's the 2x4 gray brick?
Right here. A handful. Stormy says, oh my god, Lil Tay is Rose. They are both Asian and got their account ruined via angry fans.
Alright, did Lil Tay get harassed off of social media?
I think so.
She kind of brought it on herself, though.
True that.
Unlike Rose.
Lil Tay doesn't have fans either.
I still don't understand quite who Lil Tay is.
She's the youngest flexer in the history of flexing.
What does she like? What does she do?
She just flexes. Didn't I just say that? You don't listen.
But what does that mean?
And she actually goes over her life story. She basically says when she was young, she was in Atlanta and she was broke. And when she got to the 3rd grade, she started selling bricks and she got rich.
Benjamin says now Lil Tay got her Insta deleted because she smoked drugs in a video.
She smoked the married iguanas.
She smoked them drugs.
She didn't.
Lil Tay kind of sounds like a baller, honestly.
Married iguanas.
Why was a friend of Soflo Antonio hanging out with her family?
It's a great question.
I mean,
this is totally me when I'm hanging out with Lil Tay.
I'm just so confused by these series of events. I started laying down bricks.
She was smoking the married iguanas.
Smoking the Mary Jane Watsons. Or in the new movies, she's Michelle. The Michelle Jane Washington.
What if they like recast Rose as Lil Tay?
Dude, I think that's actually what Star Wars needs.
The youngest flexer.
Lil Tay be laying down the bricks. Is she a Lego fan?
Tay bricks.
Tay bricks.
How can this work? Sandy says this mock costs more than my rent. That's one of Lil Tay's trademarks. She'll say this such and such costs more than your rent.
She's not paying rent, I would assume.
Bro, she is paying.
She's like 8 years old.
She's the youngest. Why is it so hard for you to understand? Like, it's actually making Amy angry that you don't get it. Lil Tay is the youngest flexer of the century.
Is that something she says?
Yeah, she says she's the youngest flexer of the century. You're such a square. That's why you build with Lego.
A Rose Tycho origin story with Lil Tay as baby Rose Tycho. Tico? Is it Tycho or Tico?
It's Tico.
I ask that every time I say that name. I say it one way and I immediately don't know if that's correct. It's Tico?
You don't remember in the movie when she meets Finn and she's like, "Hello, my name is Rose Tico and I'm a person."
And my name is Rose. Please don't bully me off Instagram. I'm just an actress.
Zandy says, if you want, you can call me Xander instead of Zandy. I like Zandy. It sounds like candy.
Zandy boy. Is that short for Xander? As in Alexander? Look around, look around.
Lil Tay's last name is Tico.
Tay
My name is Tay Tico.
My name is Tay. And I'm a Tico.
They call me. It's your girl, Lil Tay. What's up, FN2362? What would be your, like, Stormtrooper code if you were a Stormtrooper, Garrett?
It's a good question.
Is that the H3H3 theme song?
Like their old one.
Oh, they don't have that anymore?
I think so. I don't think they even like make videos. Like they just do their podcast. I don't know. I don't watch their stuff anymore. H3H3 sucks.
Wow. Don't be bashing H3 on my channel. You can do that on Garrett Bricks. This is a pro H3H3 channel. Okay? Show some respect.
It's sold out, so you can hang out with Post Malone.
Post Lemon.
Post Lemon. Didn't we have someone in the chat that was Post Lemon?
Yeah. That's why I said it.
Post Lemon. I really do not like his music, if I'm being honest.
I'm fussing on you.
I did a pretty big goof.
For real?
Just, I don't know how, I guess there must have been a piece that popped out of place, but like basically there's like a gap like in the rock work towards the bottom.
Oh.
And like I'm built up on top of it a bunch.
You done messed up. Should have used the zest method.
I know, I should have listened. No, ain't like you're my friend.
I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry.
I ain't done it on me. Like you're my friend.
For someone who doesn't like his music, you should know that song pretty well.
Because I mentioned him and now I just can't think of anything. Because anytime that song comes on the radio, I start making fun of it. So my version where I make fun of it is stuck in my head.
You haven't seen the movie Spring Breakers, right?
Huh?
You have not seen the movie Spring Breakers, right?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay. Post Malone is basically James Franco from that movie.
I thought that was supposed to be based off of what's his name?
Riff Raff?
Yeah.
It was. Well, that's what he says. It's not confirmed if it actually is.
It's got to be somewhat based on him. It's pretty close. Spring break.
Spring break.
LeBron James.
I would love to see a movie with James Franco as that guy from Spring Breakers and Jared Leto as Joker. Isn't that like the perfect combination?
They form a super evil duo.
Yeah. Drink T says Garrett's storm name would be GRB34R. Gare Bear.
Wow.
I guess I would be JH.
Can't really trust nobody.
43.
My jewelry on.
Man, I can tell you really don't like Post Malone.
It's also the kind of person that like, I'm like, that guy gets girls, but he's just so horrific.
You sound jealous.
He's just so horrifically ugly, and I'm like,
Wow.
It's just not.
Don't knock that man's shine. Why are you so jealous of Post Malone?
He looks like the hair you pull out of a shower drain.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Guys, why is Garrett hating so hard on Post Malone? You sound jealous.
I'm jealous.
Did Post Malone take your main squeeze?
Dude, he's. I wish I could say I was dating a girl that Post Malone took. That would give me some serious street cred, as they say. Don't act like you, my friend.
Drink Tea says Small Soldiers is a really cool movie. Thank you, Drink Tea.
Have you ever seen it, Drink Tea?
I'm sure.
Be truthful.
Drink
Be
Tea
honest.
is. Why would you? Okay, I don't appreciate you accusing Drink Tea of lying.
Drink Tea, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, boy.
Apparently, if you pitch up Post Malone's voice, it sounds like Justin Bieber. Maybe that's why you don't like him.
He reminds me of the Biebs.
The Biebs.
I like the Biebs.
How do you like Justin Bieber but not Post Malone?
I have nothing against the Biebs. Although he was been dating Selena Gomez for a long time, and she's my girl, so I guess that.
Oh, so Justin Bieber took your main squeeze.
I wish I could say he took my main squeeze.
Ernie Slam Jam says Garrett doesn't like Post Malone, but he likes pre-Malone.
Yeah. Before he sold out.
Rogue Rebel says, I love Small Soldiers. I like the toy that spins a lot. That is Insaniac. That's not funny.
Insane.
I know more about Small Soldiers than I know about Star Wars.
Well, if you're okay with that, then more power to you.
I understand why you're such a Post Malone hater. Like, where did this come from?
Don't act like you're my Post Malone, cause I am Post Malone alone.
You sound like
He's
Randy
jealous.
Marsh's impression of Lord.
I am Lord.
Lord, Lord, Lord.
I am Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord.
Benjamin says it's been rumored that Nace will be confirming Small Soldiers. What?
What?
It says Small Soldiers 2. Don't get my hopes up. I would, like, choose to never see Star Wars Episode 9 if they could confirm the Small Soldiers 2.
Wow.
I know you're not talking. You don't even like Star Wars anymore.
That's true. I don't care.
Mr. Marvel. Mr. Captain America shirt.
I don't care if you see it anymore because I'm done with Star Wars.
It's all Catherine Kilometer's fault.
You know what's funny is like people would hear me say like, "Oh, I'm done with Star Wars," and they probably immediately think like, "Oh, it's because he hates Kathleen Kennedy and like hates the new movies and stuff."
When in reality,
it's because I hate you fans.
Can you pass me the 2x4 Dark Ray brick? It's in a yellow bag.
Did I not give it back?
Oh, I guess you did.
No, I love Toy Story, Rogue Rebel.
How do you like Toy Story but not Small Soldiers?
Because one is amazing and the other one is Small Soldiers.
You're hitting on everything I love today.
I'm sorry. Don't act like you my friend.
Ernie Slam Jam says it's the Man Babies. It really is.
That ruined Star Wars.
Yep.
It's the fat guys in Darth Maul t-shirts.
The fat guys dressed up like Ayla Secura. And yes, you heard that.
Oh, so that cosplayer girl, you know, that was Ayla when we at a Comic Palooza.
No, the girls who dress up like Ayla is fine. I said the fat guys.
Oh, I know. But it made me think of her.
Oh, okay.
And so I checked out her Instagram, but it looks like she's like either married to or dating the guy that was Doc Ock there with the big huge...
Oh, really? I never even saw that. I'm so mad.
Oh, you never saw the Doc Ock with the
No.
jack things? I have some pictures I'll show you. But
Alright, see you, Stormy.
it looked dope. It was super, super well done. But
Would my reaction have been, this is totally me when I'm cosplaying as Darth Maul?
mm-hmm.
Wow. That's how I know it was cool.
Can't really trust nobody.
Lego Brick says, if you haven't had an infinite amount of parts for Crait, what would you choose? Between what? Final Postal says, would you rather have the backstory of Darth Vader or a backstory of Chewbacca? We've gotten both of those movies.
They should just do one movie that's a buddy cop between Darth Vader and Chewie. Like, through some wacky set of circumstances, they both get like stranded somewhere together, and they have to work together to get out of it.
Like Zeb and Callus.
Yeah. It's that's actually what turns Darth Vader to the light side. Like this is in between 4 and 5, so Vader's still like ugh, and Chewie's like,
give me my money. Zandy said, Jhae and Garrett, if you show your face after reading this comment, then I'll super chat $1. So yeah, pay up.
where you at, boy?
Want my money?
Alice Kerr is mighty fine. Yeah, go check out my Insta, yo. You will not be disappointed.
So the funniest thing happened when I was at Star Wars Days. There was an Ahsoka girl there.
Was it the one that you sent a picture of?
Yeah. And I said to her, I was like, oh, hey, Snips. And she like, hey, shout out to Zandy.
Wow.
That is a trooper. A true boyo.
Troopers.
But
did she know what?
Yeah, she kind of looked like annoyed by it. Like, oh, hey, what's up? I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I posted a picture of her, and someone like posted her Instagram. Tell me why her name on Instagram is Call Me Snips. And I was just like, wow, you just got annoyed at me for calling you that? Wow.
Maybe she finds the name Snips derogatory. She's like, I'm a person and my name is Ahsoka.
She only lets her friends call. Only Tergrutas can use that word.
Yeah. That's our word.
That's our word.
Snips. Turns out this whole time Anakin's been calling her a derogatory term.
It's like glip glop.
But like he was like her boss essentially, so she couldn't like.
Right. Yeah. Like he heard like her say it to someone. He's like, "Oh, I like that. I'll call you that." Yeah. Oh my no.
She and like a Twi'lek were like touching each other's Leku, so he's like, "Oh, I can."
Yeah.
Snips. That's really cool. Snips, dude. That's. Can we all agree that that's the worst like nickname ever?
I think Annie is worse.
Annie.
Dude, they call him Annie.
Annie.
Oh.
Little orphan Annie.
So, are the only people who call him Annie Padme and Shmi? Does Shmi call him Annie?
Jar Jar calls him Annie.
Oh yeah. Does Shmi call him Annie?
I don't know. I don't want to think about those movies.
Benjamin says Sky Guy.
Sky Guy. I don't know.
That's what Ahsoka called him, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Sky Guy.
God.
Man, that brings me back to like awful Ahsoka, like early Clone Wars Ahsoka.
I'm right on Sky Guy with the tube top.
With her tube top. She's like this 12-year-old girl wearing like this piece of fabric that's this thick.
Dave Filoni is awesome.
I'm glad we never saw any like young girls cosplaying as early Clone Wars Ahsoka.
Ugh.
Make me feel real skeevy.
Oh, apparently C-3PO calls him Annie. Oblivious Stormtroopers. Watto really call him Annie?
Oh yeah, he does in episode 2. He's like, little Annie.
He does, that's right. Ugh, why does he let people call him? That's why he went to the dark side.
Everyone was calling him Annie. That's a girl name.
Yeah. Does anyone call you Gary?
No.
Would you let them?
No.
What if Daisy Ridley was like, can I call you Gary?
I'm gonna let you answer that question. Daisy Ridley can call me whatever she wants to call me.
What if she wanted to call you Snips?
That's fine. I would legally change my name to Snips if that's what she wanted me to do.
Have some self-respect.
Dude, if Daisy Ridley told me to have zero self-respect, I would be like,
oh my
God. Done. You want to take a break, perhaps?
Yeah, we should do that.
Get some grub. He went to the dark side because they have cookies.
Cookies. Wookiee cookies.
Does the light side not have cookies? I think that's an easy problem to solve. If you have people leaving you, your organization, start making cookies.
What's the best Star Wars snack? Jawa juice?
The Jawa.
Jawa.
Jawa juice.
You see what I'm kind of going for here?
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was kind of going like I kind of know the loose shape of it, so I was like, I'll just go ahead and build up like this structure here first.
Right, yeah.
Can't really trust nobody. On the jury eye.
I'm gonna post, so go ahead and repost whatever your recent comment is.
My rib blow like a nostril, diamond by the baller. Oh, act like you're my friend.
Man, you really like Post Malone.
Dude, he's my favorite.
You're just jealous.
Jealous.
It'll be Juan's fault.
I'm sorry, master.
Rogue Rebel says there's a Star Wars store in Dallas called Holocron. You should look it up. I have to look into that next time I'm in Dallas.
In Dallas?
Dallas. Oh, is that what we call it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really have anything against Dallas.
Oh, of course you don't.
I have family that live there.
I have family lives there too. That doesn't mean that I like it.
I mean, I don't really like going there, but
I don't like
whatever.
it at all.
It's whatever.
They have an awful football team.
It's not. They're not. That's a team in Arlington, sir.
Oh, so they're not called the Dallas Cowboys?
They're the Arlington Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Don't you know?
Gotcha.
The Arlington National Cowboys.
I only love my Cowboys and my mom. I'm sorry.
I ain't about it, but about it. Alright, shall we take a break?
Yes. Alright, guys. We are going to take a break probably for an hour. We'll be back eventually. Hopefully. If we
Maybe.
make it.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Oh, God. So, yeah, guys. Go get something to eat, and we can meet back here in a little while. Until next time, old friends.